this kiss upon the brow, and in parting from you now, thus much let me avow. You are not wrong who deem that my days have been a dream, that my days have been a dream. Yet if hope has flown away in a night or in a day, in a vision or in none, is it therefore the less gone? All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. I stand amid the roar of a surf-tormented shore, and I hold within my hand grains of the golden sand. How few, yet how they creep through my fingers to the deep. While I weep, oh God, can I not grasp them with a tighter clasp? Oh God, can I not save one from a pitiless wave? Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream?
And welcome into the live stream, folks. Oh, welcome to the live stream. Welcome into the live stream, folks. The call coming to Russell. The goalie scores! Frederick scores! Trent Frederick from the circle. And the Bruins regain the lead. It's 3-2. Postrock, Krejci, Saka scores again. What a pass by the check line. Check, mates. McAvoy, he shoots, he scores! Broadcast it for McAvoy. Shooting. Scores! So this is the third freaking time in the past 30 seconds we've seen this damn commercial of Dak Prescott talking, laying on a damn mattress, bro. Get that off my TV screen.
Record book, 12-0 on home ice. Patrice Bergeron matches 1,000 career points. Scores! Number 60 on the season. The NHL's all-time win record now belongs to these Boston Bruins.
O'Reilly shot. Oh, he's up and left. No, he's not. Wins again. Rick Middleton wins for Boston. On the rebound. Wesley with 1:13 left. And Victoria wins it in double overtime. Back in front door, shot, scores! Bobby O from Sanderson! And what could be better than that?
For kicking us off. What a great way to kick off the Halloween stream. So last time I dressed up for Halloween, I was Charlie Brown 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I did start off with da 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 da. Oh god. We'll go through our analysis coming up shortly, but we're gonna get into the national anthems here.
Rise if you are able, and remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem. Accompanied by Bruins organist Ron Poster. Please welcome Todd Angeli.
Here's Todd Angeli with the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Todd Angeli, the singing of the national anthem.
There's extra emotion.
Yeah, you can feel it tonight. This is gonna be.
Oh, I will
This
say
game-
by far this is the most exciting regular season game I've been for in a while.
Here are your starting goaltenders. For the Florida Panthers, it's the man who robbed us of happiness, Sergei Bobrovsky. 6 starts on the season, 3-3, 2.88 goals against average, and a .906 save percentage. And for the Bruins, it's Linus Ullmark. In 4 starts, he's 3-0-1, a 1.74 goals against average, and a .937 save percentage. And I have next to his name, Vezina. That's right, he won the Vezina Trophy last year. This guy's pretty good. And look at the Halloween scoreboard for tonight. We got the jack-o'-lanterns. We're in a good spot. Here we go. Bruins are in the home blacks. The home Centennial Blacks going from the left to the right. Panthers are in the road whites going from right to left. We're underway from TD Garden. Montgomery said earlier today that this game means more than just 1 out of 82. This game, they eliminated us last year. This one means more, and he's right. Shot saved by Ullmark. What's going on, everybody in the chat? How's everybody doing tonight? What's up, Cooper, Ben, Jim, Harrison, who's in chat? Just saw I pop in. Zach, Floyd, 10 shots. Edge Gaming, Fedora. There's Kyle, Lamario, Torbjorn, Mike, User on Release, Matt, Brian, Jimmy, Kathy. Everybody else watching, how's it going? Sniping Silly, how's it going?
A lot of folks are.
All right, we got a. Well, we want. I wonder why. I wonder why. As the Panthers win the face-off, and they're gonna have a stoppage here.
Forsling gets a whack on it, and a hand pass.
Hand pass is called.
Linesman Steve Barton.
Yeah, he called that all the way from the face-off. Who was going to get to that puck first?
If Bruins don't win tonight, I'm gonna have a conniption. Dear God.
I will too.
I'll throw a fit.
I'll throw a fit. This is the game you gotta win.
If any game is, if there's any game to win tonight, it's this one. As Charlie McAvoy dumps it in the offensive zone around the net. Here is Marchand. Lost it, Sam Reinhart. He'll flip it ahead. Trying to find a man. It's Evan Rodriguez and alone. Ullmark with a nice glove stop as Zaka for Matt Grzelcyk. And the puck bounces in the zone. It is icing against Boston.
We saw that high lob a lot last year between these two teams. We're seeing it again. It's an offensive play, Jack. This isn't trying to get pressure
So,
off your
I'm trying to reset it. We're good. What are you doing for Halloween, brother and Sam? They better win. Oh, yeah? What were we doing for Halloween? Not really. We don't really know what to do. There's not really a ton to do on campus. What's up, May? It's Halloween decorations. Thank you. Yeah, we don't have any, like, zombie makeup or anything. I would have been a zombified Bruins fan. I was trying to think about that, but here is McAvoy deflects it in off Pavel Zacha in the zone. How do you think this could be a revenge game? Yeah, it very much is. And now here's Kevin Shattenkirk back in his zone end. Off a skate. Too many men on the ice for a second there. The Bruins grabbed it. Trent Frederick now playing it back to Kevin Shattenkirk. Forbert for Frederick working the third line left wing with Patra and Geeky, giving Patra some little bit of backup tonight, as he's been wrecked a couple of times. Puck comes in on net and a save by Bobrovsky. This is going to be the final test for Patra. If he's an NHLer or not, I don't see why he wouldn't be. But the Bruins might Bruin and send him back to Guelph after tonight. This is the ninth game. This is the final test.
Don't even put that thought in my head.
It is.
Don't even put that thought in my head. If we don't bring back Patra, I'm gonna be so mad.
Aren't we? We all will be. As Steven Lawrence can't get around Derek Forbert. Shattenkirk takes a big hit from Lomberg. Lawrence in front. Here's a chance for a shot, and that got blocked there by Belinskis, who took the shot. His name is Uvis Belinskis.
I can't say I've heard of him.
Sure did. Puck comes in on Bobrovsky. He'll make the stop. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, so we'll go through the costumes once again. I'm a Bruins scout. I am a Bruins scout or a coach, whatever you want to call me. I have my things about every single player on this team. We got Bobby Orr.
Let me fly through the air real quick.
You are a UMass Lowell fan / one of our professors. He's bald and everything. Kyle, who's laying down on Grant's bed, is Hampus Lindholm, and then Harrison's LA Knight. So,
yeah.
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 Send him a super chat. We'll get to say yeah tonight. And now the Panthers will get it out. Here is Kevin Stenlund. Played for the Jets last year. Past 2 years, actually. Now member of the Florida Panthers. Lindholm for Carlo. Up ahead, here's the newly signed man, Danton Heinen, trying to find Beecher.
And
cut
he
off
gave
by...
it up.
No, he didn't. He tried getting up to Beecher. He got turned over by Hedman. Here's Bennett, sorry. Nikola, a shot that missed the net that time. Here's Kachuk for Bennett. Lindholm popped it up in the air. Lindholm checking at Kachuk. Back to the line. Nico Mikkola, shot blocked by Heinen. And now puck worked in behind Bennett. Kachuk in front for Bennett. Couldn't play it. Heinen gets Verhaeghe off the puck. And now here comes DeBrusk. DeBrusk will chip it in the zone past Kulikov. Puck took a weird bounce on Bobrovsky. Almost couldn't play that puck. And now here is Dmitry Kulikov. Here is Verhaeghe Rister, and he misses the net that time, going high blocker side on Olmark. Grzelcyk for DeBrusk. Works it out of the zone. Here is Bobrovsky playing it back. Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Weird to see him on Florida. Played for Arizona, played for Vancouver. For years and years, I thought he was going to finally end up a Bruin. He went to Florida instead. Yeah, right. McAvoy off DeBrusk in the zone.
If we didn't get Shattenkirk, we might have gotten.
Yeah. Well, OEL signed before Shattenkirk.
Yeah.
So. And now here is Rodriguez cutting to the net. Shattenkirk throws him off. And Pastrnak moves it ahead. He'll find Marchand. Here's Marchand. Has a man coming. Here's Marchand cut off by Forsling. Here is Pastrnak. In front for Shattenkirk on the net. Save Marchand! He skied it. And he missed the net.
You can't sky that one.
Damn. I have Marchand. I have him on here. I said I have for Marchand. I have a good needs work on keeping possession of the puck. Hey, look at Shattenkirk here.
Shattenkirk took the original shot. Great save by Bobrovsky.
Oh, Marchand lifted it.
Marchand just ran out of room. Gustav Forsling right in his face. He didn't really get a good shot attempt.
Yeah. I have Zacha as good two-way player and Pasta as goated.
Where's the lie on that one?
Marchand against Lindell as Zacha got kicked out. You can only imagine who won that face-off. Lindell won the draw. Grzelcyk In for Pasternak behind the net. Lost it there to Kulikov. Zaka, Marchand, Arister, and that one's thrown out of play as Luosterainen blocked that one. Marchand, keep the puck underneath the glass. Keep it, keep it in play.
He went for the wrist shot right as the Panther defender got his stick right in the way.
James Van Riemsdyk, good veteran. I have him as good veteran. Also, one thing I forgot to mention about JVR.
Let's pray for no repeats of Game 7.
Yes.
No repeats of Game 7. I agree, Torbjorn. Thanks for the 5. Yeah. Good veteran, also a power play merchant. Where did I lie?
No, did not.
Coyle, overpaid as hell, but solid. As the Panthers ice the puck.
That's an interesting one. I think I agree with that one too.
Is Heinen playing? Yes, he is on the 4th line. Jake DeBrusk. Jake DeBrusk needs to get going ASAP.
I mean, if he does not pick up the slack, I'd totally be okay with trading DeBrusk at the deadline.
It's contract year for DeBrusk too. That's not a good look.
Yep.
Freddie.
If he ain't performing, don't pay the man.
Yeah, Freddie is an enforcer for sure. Nick Cousins gets it out of the zone. Past Matt Grzelcyk. 2-on-1 with Luosterainen. Cousins to the net. Kick save. Olmark, and the net came dislodged.
What else is new? Matt Grzelcyk loses a puck battle. Nick Cousins working on it with one hand on his stick. And he's able to get a quality shot on goal before the net went off the moorings, so...
I have it written for Poitras. Second coming of Jesus better not be going anywhere after tonight.
Second coming of Jesus. Well, what, 3 goals in 8 games will do that to you.
Geeky, good pickup. Needs to get going more on the power play.
Geeky's been fine so far.
Yeah,
you would like to see him get in the
Yeah, absolutely. I said good pickup.
Yeah.
Heinen, welcome back. Here is Pasternak, onside, works it in behind the net, took a weird bounce in front. For Johnny Beecher, I have 3 question marks, because where the hell has Johnny Beecher been? Here's Marchand, lost the puck to Tkachuk, only has 1 assist to show for it for Beecher this season.
I'd be fine with maybe calling him down for Mark McLaughlin soon.
Yeah, Beecher keeps this up.
I did not say that for you, Keegan. I genuinely mean it.
Bennett, here's a chance for Verhaeghe and a big stop by Olmark.
Keegan loves Mark McLaughlin.
Oscar Steen, solid 2-way AHLer, can play both AHL and NHL and solid either way.
Who is this?
Oscar Steen.
Oh, yeah. Right. He's just a shutdown player, not scored.
Yeah, but still, where has he been? Not really all that great. He's been okay on penalty kill at best. Grizzy, McAvoy, good. Lindholm, where are you? Carlo's been solid. Forward's a pylon. Shattenkirk's been good. Oli is a Vezina, and Sway is GOAT.
Swayman
should be needs a goalie goal.
Oh yeah, Swayman. That should be what it should be. Swayman should be needs a goalie goal. There you go. Here's Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Missed the JVR comment. I said good veteran, also a power play merchant. Here's the pylon. Derek Forbert gets it in the zone. I mean...
Hey, he's not being a pylon.
Here's Lawrence for Lomberg. Forbert says, no, you're not getting around me. Shattenkirk knocks into Lawrence. Puck comes in front. Forsling a shot. That missed the net. Times we play the Panthers this season. I think 3 times. Forsling's drive blocked by Beecher. Puck comes up. We spoke bad about him, and now he's actually just blocked a shot. That's good. Here's Shattenkirk up ahead.
I told you since last year Forbert has not been good.
Here's Geeky. Geeky around the net, looking in front. Grzelcyk fires, tipped by Patra, and a save by Bobrovsky.
Grzelcyk almost got his 2nd goal of the season right there.
Yeah. Patra keeps it in on side. Here's Patra. Wrister saved by Bobrovsky. Rebound. Frederick knocked it down but lost possession. And now here comes Barkov. 2-on-1. He has Reinhart. Barkov scores on a 2-on-1. Trent Frederick knocked the puck down, and it's 1-0 Florida. Not a good start.
Nah, I knew the second I saw the 2-on-1 that play was in danger. And the Bruins have been dominating. Okay, well, at least we know that the Panthers' goal horn is much more improved.
Whoa.
but we would like to not hear that again for the rest of the night.
Shattenkirk for Frederick up ahead. Geeky knocked down. Nice job by Geeky, working it back to defender while down. Shattenkirk lost it. Mikula gets it back in the zone for Florida. Forbert for Shattenkirk, moved around Patra, caved in by Mikula. Lindell blocks shot. Frederick popping it up in the air. Here's Forbert, up and out. And now here is Kulikov. This is where Florida starts to own the game. When they have the lead, Florida doesn't lose the lead. So the Bruins definitely got to try to score here. Upsides that the Panthers don't have Radko Gudas anymore. Yeah, we don't have to play Gudas at all this season. We played him twice already. Carlo just got clipped by Bennett and Kachuk. Oh, God. Here's Josh Mahura. Goes off of Verhaeghe. Mahura now. Rister missed the net. Belinsky's in front. Bennett for Mahura. Blocked in traffic. Coyle needs to get it out of the zone here, and he does. Van Riemsdyk is knocked into. That should have been interference on Belinsky's there. He knocked into JVR. Verhaeghe cross corner dump in. His McAvoy knocks into him. Kachuk beaten by Grizzlick. Coyle flips it out. This is not going to be icing. Yeah. Here is Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Forsling popped up in the air. Kevin Stenlund beaten by McAvoy. Stenlund on it now. Working on the far side. Zaka pressures it and gets it out of the zone. But Ekman-Larsson will beat Marchand back. And the Panthers will quickly re-enter. Lawrence for Lomberg. Save Olmark with a kick save. And now Zaka will regain possession. Here is Forbert. Off of Marchand. Popped up in the air. Forbert takes it back. Now gets a chip pass to Zaka. Pasternak, poke check by Forsling. The Bruins with the reset. Bruins having a hard time entering the zone without dumping the puck in here.
Very hard time.
Florida's playing a 2-3 trap is what it looks like, which is they're having 2 guys up, 3 guys back. Zaka across, Pasternak across the line. They get some sustained pressure in the zone here. Zaka looking, Pasternak in front, can't keep possession.
Didn't have a handle on
McAvoy for Zaka. Heinen tipped it, save Bobrovsky on Heinen in front. As they go to commercial break. What'd you say, Kyle? Bob the Builder. Can he fix it?
Unfortunately.
Might be able to. What you got?
Got him active in fantasy.
You got Bobrovsky? It's actually not a bad pick. Where's DJ at? DJ's not in chat right now. Robert just said, I see the doctor is in.
The doctor's in.
The doctor is in. Ugh. As soon as we score, the gates will open. I really hope so. The Grant floodgates are going to open?
I hope so for the Bruins. Jesus.
Yeah.
How are we going to lose? Okay. We can't lose 4 straight freaking games to this team. That's ridiculous.
No lies.
Sick and tired of losing to this team, bro.
What's up, Rob? Keegan needs to fix up the facial hair for tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
Well, tonight is Hockey Fights Cancer Night here at the Garden, and tonight's 50-50 draw is going towards the Cam Neely Foundation. All the work that Cam Neely and his foundation have done, this 50-50 draw, the money is going to the foundation. On top of it,
What's up? Why?
gets a Cam Neely signed jersey.
No. I thought you were going to wear a costume. Well, I have a costume on. It's not really a great costume. I'm a Bruins coach. Or a scout. Harrison's an actual costume.
Yeah. You can't see me on the screen.
He's LA Knight.
Yeah.
Coyle wins the draw. Mikkola gets it out. Yeah. Where is Jake DeBrusk right now? DeBrusk has not been good. He only has a couple of assists.
Yeah.
Here is Sam Bennett now. Look out. Bennett to the net. Around it. Couldn't throw it in front of pinballing. Tkachuk is drilled by McAvoy. Serves him right.
Next time the ref stoppage, I have a joke for you.
Well, there's a stoppage.
Okay.
Penalty on Boston here.
Jake DeBrusk right now.
Oh, dear.
You can't see him.
Oh,
Lin-
Jesus. Sick of those John Cena.
Lindholm is Lindholm to the box for roughing. Apparently on a line he can't score with. He's been put on 3 different lines. He just hasn't scored. I'm not sure what's going on with DeBrusk. You out, Keegan?
Yep, I'm going DoorDash driving.
Have fun, Keegan.
We love you, Stream. We love you. Go Bruins.
See you later, Keegan. Bobrovsky. As Florida has their first power play of the game, here's Ekman Larson. Power play ridiculous refs helping Panthers again. No, that was a penalty. Lindholm roughed up Tkachuk. It was deserved, but it was a penalty. Barkov. Coyle takes it away. Trying to move it out, but he got stood up by... Is that Reinhardt? No, it's Evan Rodriguez. Oh, boy. Not a good look on Coyle. Here's Forbert. He gets it out to center. Coyle against Ekman Larson. Here's Tkachuk.
He also looks really weird wearing 90.
Barkov, a cross-ice pass. It's broken up. Well, 23 is already for Hagee. Why not wear 32? Here's a chance. Reinhardt saved by Olmark. And Carlo's giving Tkachuk the business.
Right, Sam, here's a good question.
Yeah.
And for the chat as well. Do the Bruins win Game 6 if they pull the Olmark after the 4th goal?
Yep.
I think so.
Yep, they do. You put Swayman
after
in that
the
game,
third
the
or
Bruins
fourth
win.
goal, I think they should have switched to Swayman, and I think they would have won by a goal.
100%.
Especially since then Florida scored like twice in like 11 seconds or something. Stupid like that. Ridiculous.
Yep. If the Bruins...
Oh, your dad agrees with me.
Thanks, Dad.
We appreciate the input, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, if the Bruins win Game 6. If they
Bruins
put Swayman in
definitely win
after
Game
that.
6. I think if they put Swayman after the 3rd or 4th goal.
McAvoy lost it. Here's Reinhardt, a shot, and he missed the net.
Just an idea that... Because I thought for some reason Swayman did come in, but I just checked the box score to make sure he didn't. And I was like, oh, he didn't? Okay. That was a good question to ask. Ridiculous.
Well, the Bruins' next game is on Thursday. We got a big game on Thursday. The Bruins are playing the Leafs on Thursday at the Garden. ESPN Plus and Hulu exclusive. It's a 7:30 start. It'll be right here on YouTube, though. You know
where to go.
You know where to go. If you don't want to pay the $5 for ESPN Plus or Hulu, you're coming to the right spot. He went in cold for Game 7. He really did. Which is why I don't blame Swayman for Game 7 at all.
Well, he played great, too.
Bark up. There's Bennett in front for Verhaeghe. Olmark makes a stop, and Verhaeghe's down, and he is hurt. The guy who killed all the Bruins' hopes from last year is on a knee. I know it's early, but I favor Swayman as the #1 goalkeeper.
Wow. And the future for that matter.
Well, I don't care. We make the playoffs this year. I want Swayman as the goalie 1. I want Swayman starting all the games.
Remember this. Olmark's in year 3 of a 4-year deal. We're stuck with Olmark through next season. I'm saying that's a bad thing. Swayman's on a 1-year RFA deal. We're gonna renegotiate contracts next summer. He'll probably gonna get his payday, like he definitely should, especially with the $35 million the Bruins are gonna have to spend next summer. The Bruins are gonna have some money to spend, and Swayman will get some. We'll get a good chunk of that. Lundell back to Forsling, onside, 15 to go in the power play. Shot by Tkachuk and a save by Olmark.
And I'm scared. What if he turns into Jordan Binnington or Carter Hart, where he gets paid and then he collapses?
But the thing is
we
with
know
Bennington,
Swayman's here for the long term.
The
and we
thing
know
is
he's
about
shown flashes
Bennington
for
is
3 years now.
the thing is about Bennington is that they paid him after one playoff run.
True.
We know how Swayman is over a couple of seasons, so we're gonna know by the end of this season if Swayman is a reliable number one guy for the future with Brandon Bussey as a backup. Puck comes in front as Reinhart tipped it and is knocked away. Power play is up now. We're back to 5-on-5. We're gonna get Lindholm out of the box now.
And then what's the deal with Kaiser? Is he going to be the third string? Are we going to
For
keep
sure.
him down in Providence?
Yep, AHL starter. Mahura's drive, blocked by Beecher. Puck comes out. Beecher in a foot race with Mahura, but Bobrovsky will come out of his net. Plays it over. Reinhart, nice play, getting it over to Rodriguez. The Bruins need to get some offensive pressure. I swear. Florida's been dominating. Florida's been dominating the puck, which is what the Bruins ran into in the first period against the Ducks the other night. A shot from the line got blocked. They went down early. Rodriguez's shot went across the goal mouth.
The Bruins showed last year and so far this year that their second and third period teams pretty much all over again.
Here's Patra over to Pasternak. Poke check there by Lomberg, and the Panthers are going to get possession again. Lomberg, save Ullmark. He's been good overall besides that one goal, which is, it happens. Shattenkirk trying to flip it out. That goes right to Dmitry Kulikov. The Panthers are
toying with the puck right now.
And it's also because this Panthers defensive setup that the Bruins have not. This is new for Florida this year. This 2-3 trap. The Bruins haven't gotten used to that. The Bruins haven't seen this before. Here's Forbert for Van Riemsdyk.
There you go. Gingerly pass it on the boards. That's what you're supposed to do. Complete passes.
Forsling ices the puck.
Celtics are 37-14 right now.
37-14.
Against who?
The Wizards. Shocker.
That immediately takes away some credibility.
Yeah.
Although it is a Porzingis revenge game, though. Right?
Wouldn't it be? Yeah.
Yeah.
Half hour.
No way, I'm putting on the World Series and the Lions Raiders for anyone who cares on my computer. When this game reaches the first intermission, I'm going to do that.
Yep. Zaka against Kevin Stenlund. And Zaka's kicked out because Zaka can't win. What's up, Bruce?
I was seeing a rating
Marchand.
today. Zaka was ranked 27th in the league amongst first-line centers based off production this year.
He still has 2 goals, though. What?
Yeah.
Here is Lindholm. He threw it to no man's land. That's what he's been known for all season long so far. Lomberg gets it in the zone. Here is Lindholm now. Works against Cousins. He'll move it ahead. Here is Hampus Lindholm now. Throws it over to Pasternak. Lost it. Luosterainen moves it in the zone. Here is Lindell behind the net. The Bruins have not had a shot on goal since the 17-minute mark of this period, I'm pretty sure. 10 minutes. I'm sorry, forgetting about a couple of shots. Marchand onside. Sidesteps Kulikov. Nice work. But the defensemen are going for a change. There's nobody there.
The real last attempt the Bruins had was the Marchand at a play shot.
A shot by Luosterainen got blocked. Here's Mikkola. Steen with the block on that. Delayed offside as the Panthers dump it in. They'll have to tag up. Here is Shattenkirk for Steen. Getting around Bennett. Across the line. Steen looking to the net. Chips it wide, but the Panthers are right on it. Steen with a useless shot on goal. What the Bruins are trying to do is they're trying to make the Panthers work, but the problem is they're getting the puck easily. As Beecher whacks it out to center, he needed to just get the puck out, but no sustained pressure from the Bruins, which kills the crowd. The crowd's dead right now. Lindholm, which is not what you want to do on a Halloween.
Giving it up. This is so frustrating.
This is literally Game 7 all over again.
Florida steals the puck, dumps it into the zone, gets pressure.
Bruins do the same thing, and they can't get pressure.
Copy and paste for the last 10 minutes.
Coyle
here.
for Lindholm.
This is ridiculous. Pick up the tempo.
Heinen, Rister, save Bobrovsky. Finally, the Bruins get a
finally
shot on
gonna get a
goal.
whistle. How about, never mind a shot. How about a whistle?
Yeah, good God.
We need to do some more scouting.
Yeah, the scouting report for the first 15 minutes is the Bruins suck. That's what's going on.
I'm getting frustrated.
Oh, by the way, I have a wild stat about the San Jose Sharks. They are on pace to be the worst team in the history of sports. Sports, not NHL. Sports.
Why? What's that?
Why are they projected at like only winning 6 games or something?
They are projected to win 9 games. 9. It's October. They are projected to go 9, 64, and 9.
And watch all 9 of their wins be on the road to screw over the season ticket holders. That would be funny.
They are 0-8-1 to start the season, which is officially, by the way, the worst start in league history. I hate to be this guy. You're not going to like this. Move them. Get them out of San Jose. The fans aren't there, and your team sucks. At least Arizona has a good team.
You know, it's understandable. And, you know, I thought kind of with the 2016 Cup run, the Sharks were kind of there to stay for a long time. But, man, after that 2019 playoff run, the fans just have not cared. And I get it because the team is going through a rebuild, and that's understandable. And I know that that's in a lot of cases where, you know, we haven't seen Vegas bad yet. We don't know how their fan base is going to do when their contending window shuts or anything like that. But the point is, San Jose was never really a hockey city. They kind of blew their only shot at winning a championship, and now they're bottom of the barrel in attendance. And if it comes down to the league is hemorrhaging in money, you got to move them. To where? You love Houston as an
Houston,
idea.
absolutely.
I don't know.
NHL needs a team in Houston.
I think it would be cool because
For a
it would
team back
have
to Hartford, no. And the reason why Kyle won't like
because
this,
as much as I would love a team
Nope.
in Hartford, they're in the middle of Boston and New York. It wouldn't work.
they're plopped dead.
Also, the Whalers
It's
played
true.
in a mall.
It's true.
The Whalers played in a mall.
I'd rather have a team
There was an ice rink in a mall. And that's where the Whalers played.
Barkov in front as a chance, and Reinhart scores.
All right, come on, man. Start up on this crap.
Hey, you're talking to a Dolphins fan over here.
That is true.
Okay.
I'm putting on a jersey because this shirt's not doing me any justice.
Oh boy, someone counted the games to them.
And
Yep.
again, it's
No,
a
I'm missing-
turnover. The goal
No, I'm missing
happened
a jersey.
off a turnover in the neutral zone. It's ridiculous.
Geeky working it back to the line, but the Panthers are committing. The Panthers are doing a really good job of cutting the Bruins' pass lanes off. Every time the Bruins are set up in the zone, the Panthers are there to take it away.
Backhander, oh god.
And the Bruins, and this is Olmark against the Panthers. Don't ever start Olmark against the Panthers ever again. Geeky gets it in deep.
Defense is letting him out to dry, though. I think even Swayman would have allowed 2 goals by now. It's
Only
ridiculous.
start them against the Carolina Panthers, not the Florida.
How did that Heinen shot not count?
I'll be right back.
The shots
I
are
have no
17 to
idea.
6 Florida. It
That
should be 17 to
definitely-
8.
It definitely should have counted. Heinen had a good
Here
shot
is
attempt. before the
Lawrence.
commercial break.
Shattenkirk takes it away from him. Here is Heinen, lifts his stick against Lomberg. Heinen will try to move it ahead. Beecher for Steen. He gets it in the zone. Tied up on the boards. Steen nails Kulikov. But the Panthers have won every single puck battle tonight. Every single one. I've counted.
I mean, this is one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen out of any period, literally ever.
This is
In my
the
12
most.
years of watching hockey, this might be the most complete period I've ever seen a hockey team play.
Yeah.
And that's what the Panthers are doing right now.
Now here's Jake DeBrusk. Which again, third different line pairing, still nothing. We're trying everything with this
why
guy.
are you even bothering with the line changes? You have such a good record. You've yet to
No, it doesn't
lose
matter. You're
a
trying to get
regular
DeBrusk
season
going.
Win.
You're trying to get DeBrusk
Then
going
trade him. I don't know.
as the Bruins ice the puck.
You want to know who I want as a Bruin? That'll never happen in a million years. I want Adrian Kempe. Small, quick, can crash the net, and has a great wrist shot. If there was any way the Bruins and Kings could do a Kempe for DeBrusk swap, please do it. Please do it.
And Drew Doughty. Get Drew Doughty.
Kempe, besides Jake Ottinger, is like the one player in the league that I want on the Bruins.
Sure. 100%.
And we don't need Ottinger because we got Swayman.
Yeah. Puck comes out. Panther lost her helmet. Omar can't even get the puck out. Kachuk holds it in. Tip by Verhaeghe.
Oh, God. Get the rebound.
The defense are literally just standing there. Lindholm's literally just standing there like a dummy, just watching the play happen.
Did you say dummy? Yeah.
I sure did. And I'm not talking about LA Knight. Puck comes out of the
LA
zone.
Knight brings me some positivity on my television screen.
Pastrnak across, and Marchand doesn't know how to read a pass. That's good. Forbert chips it right back to Pastrnak. Up ahead, here's Marchand. The puck's bouncing on him. The puck's bouncing around. It was warm in Boston the past few days. Here is Verhaeghe for Reinhart. Pressured. Forbert gloves it down.
It was warm. It was in the freaking 80s on Saturday.
Yeah,
it
that's what I'm
was
saying.
81 in the afternoon.
Here's Forsling worked around the boards. Marchand against Ekman Larsson. I'd say Marner, but he's greedy. No, that's why I don't want Marner.
Nah, I don't want Marner. I'd rather have Kempe or another winger.
Yeah. Here is McAvoy now. Well, Marner's a winger.
Yeah.
Here's McAvoy up for Patra. Frederick to the net. And it's a weak backhand. But Bobrovsky makes the stop. That's going to be a shot on goal, I think. Should be.
What about Valerie Nichushkin? He's another one I wouldn't mind the Bruins getting. I'm okay with trading pieces to get a piece.
Frederick's, well, at least Frederick scored.
If you got to include Frederick in a deal to get someone better, trade Frederick.
No.
I don't want to be that guy.
The front office will get so much bad complaints from that.
Yeah, I know he's young and he is really good for the bottom six.
I wouldn't like moving Frederick yet.
Well, especially since last year he just finally got, 15 goals or whatever it was. He finally passed the 15-goal plateau, so I guess that's pretty good. Riley Smith? Maybe. How's he doing in Pittsburgh? I know he got traded.
Who?
Riley Smith.
Got a couple of goals under his belt.
That's good. Rust, another one. The Penguins, I wouldn't mind getting him.
Absolutely. Let me pull up his stats. Roster. Riley Smith. Fiala will be fun. That's the contract.
6 points in 8 games. How is he better statistically than Jake DeBrusk right now? I don't know.
DeBrusk has 2 assists.
That's it. Oh yeah, he hasn't even scored, has he?
Which is why I'm screaming for a DeBrusk goal because he hasn't scored.
Of course.
But a team in Seattle.
Kevin Fiala, yes.
They already have a team in Seattle. I want Thompson on the Bruins. Tage Thompson, yeah, but the problem is he's getting paid like $8 million.
I mean, that would fix up our first line center issues in a heartbeat, but no, it doesn't make sense to get someone like Tage Thompson. I mean, I was pretty gung-ho on getting Mark Scheifele before he re-signed with Winnipeg, so
True.
We might have to settle with Stamkos, which isn't a bad thing if we keep him for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah, he should be a starter.
He's the best backup,
He'd be
period,
the starting,
because he's better than half the starters in the league.
He'd be a
right
starter
now.
on 25 of 32 teams in the NHL.
Swayman is literally, and statistically, he's a top 15 goalie in the league. So.
Shattenkirk's shot is blocked. Lindholm's drive misses the net there. Morgan Geekie, his shot attempt got blocked by Lundell. Shattenkirk couldn't hold it in. Big tie up there on the boards, the line. Panthers dig away the puck again. The Bruins again failing to win puck battles in the offensive zone, just killing them right now. As we're in the final minute of this first period, thank God. And I hope Montgomery yells at him.
Montgomery's got to rip this team to shred right now to get him
Shot by
fired up.
Luosterainen got blocked.
Enough with the turnovers. That's all
And
I
enough
gotta
with
say.
and enough with letting Florida keep possession of the puck in the offensive zone.
And Barkov almost scored because the Bruins screwed something up.
Ekman Larsson's shot missed the net.
Oh,
Just
God.
play a completely different game in that second period. Shot from Forsling. Olmark made a save, I think. Here is Shattenkirk with 25 seconds to go in this first period. Patra now across the line. Patra's shot is blocked. Marchand working it free, 1-on-4. Back to Carlo. His drive, missed the net. Forbert for Pasternak into Zaka. Marchand behind the net. Marchand working it. Shot on the net. Tipped by Pasternak. Got knocked down. And the Bruins are going to only be held to 6 shots, while Florida had almost 20. And the Bruins are hearing it from the crowd already. That was
I don't want to say the Ducks game may have ruined this team's confidence, but the Ducks game, I think, has definitely ruined this team's confidence right now. This team's as flat as a map.
Good God. That first period was not good.
Yeah, but this is embarrassing. And we're losing to the team that fucking beat us in the playoffs.
Q&A?
Dun, dun,
Oh
dun.
yeah, we should do a Q&A.
Q&A? I mean, come on, let's try to brighten up the mood here. Come on.
Absolutely.
Let's do some questions.
Give us
and
a promo, Mr. Knight.
No.
You interrupting Roman's sentence again?
You gonna say something?
The non-wrestling fans are gonna be really confused who I am.
He's LA Knight, y'all.
Yeah, you just look him up. All right, do we got any good questions out here? I can't see. Yeah. Who's that?
TWD for life.
TWD. Yeah. TWD for life. Yeah. I'm like a robot. I'm like an NPC. All right, I'm gonna take these off. 'Cause I can't see. All right, questions and answers.
Let's do a Q&A sesh with you guys.
Might as well for us four. And if you got questions, for Sam,
Questions
or
about the Bruins, about us.
anything, what do you want to talk about? Is this the Providence Bruins? Good
Playing like them.
You're playing like them.
They're not just playing like the Providence Bruins. They're playing like the freaking Maine Mariners, bro.
What's the hit count? Someone wants to know. Do you have a? We're gonna take a look right now.
Oops, I don't want to listen to the radio. Bruins have 7 hits. Florida has 10.
Yep.
Remember when Monty said this was more than 1 in 82? Yep, but the players didn't get that message.
Mm-hmm.
I did. Players didn't.
Mm-hmm. Bruins
But,
in Tampa costing me big time right now. Nah. That costing them big.
Here, I'll type this in the chat. I'll type this on stream. First, intermission.
That works. First intermission, y'all. Feel free. Q&A.
Send your questions if you have any.
We'll shout you out. We're nice people. Just disappointing. You think they would put up a fight? It's like, nope. LA Knight is trying to be stone cold. Well, people say that about The Rock. So I've gotten a mix. If DeBrusk and Lindholm keeps up the dry streak, will one of them, I think he means one, will one of them be getting traded?
Well, the problem is with that, Lindholm, we can't move his contract because nobody would dare take his.
We signed to a contract before he sucked.
That's why I bought the jersey, because of the contract.
Yeah, we bought.
Burn it! It's a sin.
He
has been
yeah,
trashed.
yeah.
He has been trashed.
The problem with the problem with Lindholm is if we try to move that contract, nobody would take it. With DeBrusk, it's the last year of a contract for DeBrusk, so if we do something with him...
That's why I'm perfectly okay with trading DeBrusk at the deadline, by the way. It's because his contract is
You want to
expiring.
trade all your bad players, what's the fucking gonna be worth? No one's gonna want him.
No, he's got... DeBrusk oozes potential. Teams will pay up a pretty penny to get DeBrusk.
Mm-hmm.
I want a forward-for-forward swap. That's what I would want.
And you want to know why DeBrusk hasn't produced? I think I know why.
The constant line changes?
Nope. Where did he go after Patrice Bergeron? down the shitter. When Bergeron retired, Lindholm DeBrusque went nowhere. Well, yeah. What are you guys studying? What are y'all studying in college? Grant Harrison and myself are sports broadcasting. You are athletic coaching, right? And recreation?
I'm thinking about minoring in sports management. We'll see. We'll see.
Nice.
But yeah. Let's see. He's gone downhill after McAvoy returned last year, somebody says. I've been checking box scores at B's games, and the hit counts by the D have been
anemic.
Yeah, there are no enforcers on that team right now.
The problem is Lucic got hurt. He was the only true enforcer on that team, and even he was kind of soft the first few games. Frederick, sure. Shattenkirk, sure. But, yeah, I see what you mean, guys.
Yeah.
No real. Where are the hits? They got 7 tonight. That's 4 more than what they usually average after the first period. So.
What college do we go to? Yeah, we're allowed to say this, right? What college we go to?
We go to Dean.
Dean College.
Yeah.
Yep. What's up, Matt?
Go to
Dean Ballage. Massachusetts. Yes, sir. If Montour is here, they would have got smoked worse. What do you think on that take?
What's up?
Someone says if Montour was here, they would have got smoked worse. What do you think on that take?
Absolutely.
I don't think Montour would make that much of a difference.
No.
If the Panthers had Aaron Ekblad, yeah.
Yeah.
Bruins should have gotten Tarasenko. That would have been good.
I think Lindholm is playing with a health issue. Thoughts?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise you.
If that's the case, that's selfish. Get Lorei up here.
We got a hot take here coming in from 10 shots. Hot take. It seems like the Bruins should start Swayman against the Panthers.
That ain't much of a hot take.
That really ain't much. That's a statement right there, my friend. Happy Halloween, Matt. I know same from New Hampshire. What about you?
Oh, yeah, I'm from New Hampshire.
Nope.
And
I'm from Massachusetts.
Grant's from Mass. Kyle is from Connecticut.
Nope.
Proud masshole.
Proud masshole.
Grant just said he's a proud masshole.
So, yeah. I've been to New Hampshire.
Yeah. What parts of New Hampshire have you been in?
So, we had a place up in Thornton.
Damn, that's way up there.
That's way up there.
Woo.
I mean, I used to go by Plastow all the time.
Plastow, yeah.
Yeah. I went skiing at Henniker. You know where Henniker is, right? Yeah. So I went skiing there. I bet the game will go to overtime in the third period.
If the Bruins actually wake up.
Yep. Edge Gaming, one of your mods. Best decade of rock music. I don't.
Oh. That's a great question. Grant and Kyle might be able to answer this.
I can't answer
Best
that.
decade of rock music.
80s. 80s.
Someone said the 70s.
80s. 70s, late 70s, and early 90s were also elite, but 80s.
60s.
Guns N' Roses, Journey, Kiss, Ozzy, Black Sabbath. Well, I guess Ozzy.
I listen to rap music, so I can't really form an opinion. Okay, but I do listen to some rock music. I do. Respectfully, I do.
I will say this. Underrated. God, this shirt's going to kill me.
I'm 70 years old, guys. It's okay.
Oh, 60s? Yeah. 60s rap music.
Oh.
60s rock music's actually not that bad.
Okay.
60s rap music.
That doesn't exist. 60s
rap music.
Shut up. For me,
20 years before Blondie.
Late 90s to early 2000s rock metal, elite. 2000s alternative rock / metal.
You're saying that because they carried WWE Premium Live Event signs.
That, and also because there actually was some freaking bangers back then.
What era? The
Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression era music. Absolutely.
Yeah. Sam, do you guys bet on the Bruins too? No, I don't.
I don't. I'm just a fan of the team. I don't.
Sam bets. I mean, not Sam. Grant bets.
Yeah, I bet.
And Kyle.
We bet on Fleur.
You had to be there. But yeah, we don't. I don't bet. People have told me in the past I should. I don't. For obvious reasons. I see XD. Yes, sir. Yeah. Still in the intermission. At what age did you guys discover the Bruins? You go first. What age did you discover the Bruins? I'll let you.
I discovered the Bruins when I was 3 or 4 years old. So I'll tell you the story again. Game 3, 2008. Montreal, Boston. Bruins are down 2-0 in the series. I'm staying up late with my dad because I couldn't sleep. I didn't really sleep well as a kid. So I'm up late at night with my dad downstairs, and we see the Marc Savard overtime goal in Game 3 against Montreal. And from that day on, I became a Bruins fan from that day on.
And what year was this?
2008. 2008.
Okay.
That was back when the Bruins got that first real playoff appearance since 2003, and then.
How ironic! My first Bruins game was also against the Montreal Canadiens in the playoffs.
Mine was also against.
Game 5, 2011, double overtime goal by who was it?
Nathan Horton.
Nathan Horton.
Damn.
Oh, Horton scored both? That's crazy.
Damn.
I don't really remember Game 7, unfortunately, but I remembered Game 5, and I pretty much remember all of the Eastern Conference Finals and Finals against Tampa and Vancouver. And, you know, after we won the Cup in 2011, I'm like, well, hell yeah, I'm going to stay a fan.
When did you... I know you started watching them, like, full-on last year.
Yeah, well, when did you become... When did you discover the Bruins?
When did you discover the Bruins for the first time? 2015, 2016.
My turn. So, for me, I was in third grade. No, was it first grade? I don't. It was first through second. I was in elementary school. I had a teacher wear a B on like a Bruins shirt or whatever, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand the concept of hockey, and I got into it at the best time because that was when they were on their 2011 run, and I became a fan from there. But I've always been like a casual fan because the Red Sox, like after they won the Stanley Cup, like the Red Sox kind of took over, and my parents weren't really big into sports. Like my dad was a big wrestling fan, but my grandmother is a giant Red Sox fan, so Red Sox kind of took over. But yeah, 2011 is just something that I'll never forget, and I became a big Lucic fan. And my first game, since Grant brought it up when it was his first game, my first game, I don't know how many of you remember, but it was the November 25th, 2011. It was against the Red Wings, and they went into a shootout and they lost, but it was on prime time, and that was my first game I've ever been to.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
That was the first game I watched. The first game I ever been to was against these Florida Panthers. Day before my birthday, March 5th, 2014, David Krejci scores his first career hat trick.
Oh, you were at that one? Wow.
Nope, not a bad. And it was also, the reason why we wanted to go is because, you know, my parents, huge, probably the biggest Tim Thomas fans you'll ever meet in your life. They wanted to see Tim Thomas on the Panthers, and he did start that game. It was
Damn.
really cool. Really cool.
Nice.
Someone wants to know, how was your day?
How was my day?
Yeah, you're Karen Brown.
Oh, one of my members. Yeah, good. My day was pretty good. Long but good. I'll be sleeping well tonight.
What's up, Football 12? Good stories, thanks.
Yeah. Well, my first Bruins game was what I went to. It's not the first hockey game I ever went to.
Oh.
My first Bruins game was Black Friday 2010. They were playing Carolina.
So you were the year before me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They lost 3-0 at home to the Carolina Hurricanes.
Oof.
That was back when the Hurricanes kind of sucked. So that was great. But the second game that I went to, and everybody's heard this story a couple times unless you're new to the streams, the second Bruins game I ever went to was the game where Milan Lucic ran over Ryan Miller.
Oh, you were at that game.
I was at that game. What's up, Jack? How's it going? Happy Halloween. Even though it's 4 hours from now. Happy Halloween anyway. But yeah, so I was at that game live, and I witnessed it.
How long was the glass? They replaced the glass. Like, how long was that? How long did that take?
No. It was back when Lucic nailed the goaltender.
Oh, no, I thought you were thinking of the glass
No.
Ah, okay. My bad.
Not that one.
Okay. Let's go Rangers.
Oh, yeah, you're cheering for Texas tonight. Game 3 of the World Series.
Yep. 2019, I watched Bruins. That was a good time. That whole playoff
the
run.
Bruins were, they should have won the cup.
Well,
They should have won it.
Whoever that Game 5 ref was, or else maybe we'd be talking
Screw.
Hey, they came back. They won Game 6.
Screw you, Wes McCauley.
Phil Esposito was the biggest center the Bruins have ever had.
Oh, like biggest, yeah.
Phil Kessel would like a word with you.
Center?
No, he's not a center. He's a defenseman.
No. He was right wing.
Oh, he was right wing?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like size, yeah.
I
started paying attention to the Bees and when Bobby Orr arrived in 1966 because the Bruins had absolutely no coverage in Boston sports until they arrived. I was 13. Damn.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. I really want to. If I can go back in time and see the Bobby Orr overtime goal live at the old Boston Garden for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Time travel is a thing. I can go back 53 years in the past and go watch that goal live. Unreal.
LOL, LA Knight need to stay to wrestling.
You need to stay to English grammar school.
Damn.
I'm kidding.
Roasted.
I'm playing.
We like. Adam, what's up, man? I didn't know who I wanted to be. But then I'm like, well, I already got the shirt, so I might as well. Went all the way to Stanley Cup 2019. Hope Bruins can pull off a miracle and get 2 goals in the second. That's good. Those were the days.
Yeah. Celtics scores nuts. Yeah, they're up big time right now. They're up 74-41 in the second quarter. Whew! Jesus. What the hell's going on there?
Yeah. Kristaps is on my fantasy basketball team, so I'm kind of... Would you stop it?
Well, this is game 3, so... Guys, the circus was done performing at the old garden. You had to hold your nose. The Bees and Celtics game after that. Oh yeah, they had the circus. Jesus.
All right, Grant, you taking over?
Oh no, I'm staying here.
Oh, what?
Harrison, you're taking over.
Oh, me? Sam doesn't.
You dressed up. You gotta put it on stream.
All right.
Unless you don't want to.
No. Let me get my shades. Let me just get my shades. Just let me grab my stuff real quick. You watching the World Series?
Keep your normal glasses on so you can see properly. It's
Monday
fine.
Night Football and the Bruins. I'm literally in a jackpot right now. Bruins on the TV, and then I have both the World Series and Monday Night Football on my computer.
Yeah. If there's one time a month, and the chat, you can definitely agree with me. The best time of month of sports is October. No questions asked.
That's when all 4 sports are playing now.
Summer is so dry. You can't even like.
Bro,
it's so dry.
Baseball, who cares? Like, and you have like.
Harrison, you watch your WNBA.
What? Do I watch the? Okay. So my thoughts on that.
Don't say something stupid.
No. Man, this thing is. No, it's just I wish if there was a team in Boston, I would support it. That's all I gotta say.
Well, they have the Connecticut Sun.
I know, but.
Bro, is Connecticut not close enough to you?
No, it's not close enough to me. I'm sorry.
Are you North Mass or South Mass?
North.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
Where did Keegan go? He left during the first period. Yeah, the Bruins dressed up as Barbie characters and went to the hospital to go see all the cancer patients and people and the kids who are unfortunately battling in life right now. Swayman was poor Swayman and Patra. Gonna go for a ride? Sure, Ken, let's ride. I do love when the boys go to the Boston Children's Hospital for Halloween. Oh yeah, that's always cool.
Yeah.
It's always cool. Well, we're going to get started. Second period. Let's see if the Bruins have a little bit of jump to their step here to start the second. They're down 2. They don't want to suffer their first regulation loss at home to Florida because that would just be...
memes. LOL.
That would be the memes.
All right. Let's just hope they score at least one. Just please. Good vibes, guys. The older you get, the more boring baseball gets. The best thing, the pitch clock. I'll explain my whole thing with baseball.
Hey, you know, I'm 19. I already am in support of the pitch clock. At first I was like, but now I'm actually in support of it. Here's Marchand against Forsling. Marchand working against Forsling. Bruins going from right to left. Panthers going from left to right. They're putting Coyle with Marchand into DeBrusk. Marchand keeps possession. Carlo holding it in, working it in deep behind the net. This is what the top line should be. Marchand, Coyle, and DeBrusk. Get DeBrusque some time with Marchand, you know, as Lindholm gets it in deep.
Salt Lake 77, Wizards 51.
Damn. Here is Forsling up ahead. Puck deflects into the Bruins' end. Forward against Verhaeghe. Here is McAvoy up ahead. Puck flipped out. Patra in a foot race with Mikkola. Mikkola, former member of the St. Louis Blues and the New York Rangers. Traded to the Rangers along with Tarasenko in that deal last year. Wild trade that was. Whew. Tarasenko going to the Rangers. Now he's a member of Ottawa, the Senators now. Well, not that deal. We'll talk about the Tarasenko deal. Oh, Chychrun and Tarasenko both playing for Ottawa now. Here's Zacha for Patra. Patra across the line. Gets it in deep behind the net. Mahura plays it off a bounce. Patra working free from trouble. Here is Shattenkirk on the net. Knuckleballer went wide. Zacha trying to take a whack at it. Could not against Balzinski. Balzinski's, I'm sorry. Zacha to Lindholm. Shot is blocked by Reinhart. Reinhart can't get it out. Lindholm wrister, saved there by Bobrovsky. He'll actually hang on to that puck and draws a face-off for the Bruins here.
Hey, remember when DeBrusque did good last year in the first line?
Yeah, Patrice Bergeron.
He did have Patrice Bergeron.
Bergeron's the leader.
My brother just texted me. He says, turning off Celtics right now. Won't.
Why?
Because they're winning. Hey. I mean, that's a blowout win.
Geeky Frederick Van Riemsdyk on the third line. This is interesting. Here is Forsling for Luostarinen. Puck comes out, goes off of Shattenkirk. Whoa! Geeky just nailed Nick Cousins right up into the Florida bench. And now here's Frederick across the line. A wrist shot is knocked up and out of play. Yeah, Geeky just knocked Nick Cousins, former Montreal Canadien, right up into the boards. Up and out of play. Nice hit by Geeky. Unintentionally, but still a nice hit nonetheless. Should be the fourth line out there now with Heinen, Beecher, and Steen. And it is. Against Lomberg, Stenlund, and Lawrence. Stenlund wins the draw against Beecher. This will be deflected up into the Florida bench. I've been corrected. His name is Lorentz, not Lawrence.
Lorentz.
It's spelled Lorentz. Geeky against Stenlund. Stenlund wins the draw again. Stenlund's one of the Florida's best face-off men. As Frederick dumps it in, comes right next to Bobrovsky. Kulikov knocked in two by Geeky. Lindholm holds it in, plays it around the boards. Here is McAvoy now. Works it into Van Riemsdyk in front, trying to tuck it in. Save.
Oh.
Knocked away. Van Riemsdyk almost had a goal there. Here is Kulikov.
Oh.
Knocked down by Geeky. Frederick holding it in. Geeky lost it. Lorentz over to Lomberg. 3-on-2 in front for Lorentz, and Omar played defense there and just kind of angled him off more than a shot on goal. Geeky, nice work on the boards. Geeky getting pressured by Lomberg. 2-on-1 in the corner. Lindholm in there as well. Now it's a big tie-up. Van Riemsdyk comes away with it for Boston. He'll dump it in. The Bruins need a change. Frederick in on the forecheck against Ekman Larson. Frederick knocks into him, goes down. Forsling, pressure by Marchand. Coyle holds it in. Coyle in front. Pass is blocked to Marchand. Forbert. Marchand has Coyle trying to lead. DeBrusque could not. Coyle works it in deep, but Marchand misread it. DeBrusque was tied up in front of the net. Coyle holds it in. DeBrusque knocks it down. DeBrusque on the backhand in front tip. Marchand scores! Yay. Brad Marchand on the tip, and the Bruins have made it a one-goal game. Finally, DeBrusque threw it on the net. I believe Marchand got a piece. It's 2-1. And he did. Marchand will get credit. He barely touched that puck too.
Now, this is epic.
It is epic. So 16 minutes to go in the second, just under 4 minutes in. The Bruins finally get a good start to the period and make it a 1-goal game as Patra, just out of the reach of Zacha and Shattenkirk, ices the puck.
Watch that be in the next out of context.
Song's great. That's Marchand's 5th goal of the season.
Attack the net. Look what happened.
You throw shots on the net, magical things happen. Are they now winning puck battles? They had a nice scrum for the puck, and Morgan Geekie and James Van Riemsdyk came away with it on the last shift. Jaylen Brown has 27 points at halftime. Whew. A shot from the line is stopped by Ullmark. Puck worked in behind the net. Lindholm. DeBrusque will get another assist on that, so that's good for DeBrusque.
Hey, we called him out.
Here is Shattenkirk for Lindholm. Zacha, Pasternak. Wrist shot is sent up and out of play. Yeah, the Bruins have won a couple of puck battles, but it's still kind of Florida's game in that department. But the Bruins finally just getting some sustained pressure in the offensive zone. Coyle finds DeBrusque. DeBrusque creates this entire play by shielding the puck against Grundstrom, throwing it in front, and getting Marchand's 5th of the year on the tip-in, which he barely touched, but was just enough to get it across the goal line.
Yeah. Finally, DeBrusque has a point.
Yeah, everybody, we got 41 viewers and only 27 likes. Smash that like button. Ready, Kyle? Got to say the thing, Kyle. Next whistle. Here's Forbert. Shot, missed wide of the net. Next whistle, and then I need you to say the line. McAvoy in for Van Riemsdyk. Here's McAvoy in front. McAvoy trying to go for a recreation of what he did the other night. Couldn't quite get a same shot away. Geekie in for Van Riemsdyk. Puck bounces over his stick. Past Belsinski's. Here is Forbert in on the forecheck. Works the puck free, and Geekie kind of had trouble playing it. Puck batted down. Geekie works it free. Geekie, a chance for Van Riemsdyk. What a save into the line. Penalty coming. And they're going to say Geekie just crashed into Bobrovsky? Geekie got cross-checked into the goal. What was Geekie supposed to do?
That is ridiculous.
What was he supposed to do? Watch Geekie. He cuts on the net, but then watch Mahura. He kind of bumped him into him. What was that? If I'm Montgomery, I am livid. Mahura bumped into Geekie, which knocked him into Bobrovsky.
Hey, they're pointing it out right now. That was a push.
He got pushed.
Okay, ready?
Say it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Like spike. Let's go, everyone. Run the like count up right now.
If you haven't hit the like button, you are managed to hit the like button. And Montgomery's saying something.
Come on, do it for Montgomery. Do it for him.
Oh, Montgomery's calling it horse shit. I agree. Yeah, Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery's really upset. Oof. I haven't seen Montgomery this hot in a while. Kelly Sutherland, yeah, that's Kelly Sutherland. Well, that explains everything. Wasn't he the one that called the Achari no call? Yeah, ref, you do suck. That wasn't interference. Mahura shoved him into him. Well, Geekie was a defenseless forward there. Marchand has Coyle 2-on-4. Marchand walks in, wrist shot, hit the post. Oof. And now here's Rodriguez with space across for Ekman Larson. Save Ullmark. Marchand gets it out to center. Good God. And that was the Panthers' first shot attempt in the period. Here's Rodriguez. Across to Reinhardt. Here's Barkov. Back to the line. Ekman Larson. Barkov closes. Tkachuk. Carlo takes it away from Tkachuk. And the crowd likes it because Tkachuk doesn't deserve a thing right now. Here is Rodriguez. Works it in deep. Tkachuk in front. Carlo sits on the puck. And now here's Rodriguez now. Back to Ekman Larson. Barkov in front. Here's Reinhardt. Turnaround shot blocked by Forbert. Coyle can't clear. Gets it to Carlo. He will clear. Oh, boy. Here is Ekman Larson. Here is Bennett. For Lundell, he missed the net with 30 seconds to go on the power play. Tkachuk couldn't hold the puck in. Oh. Here's Verhaeghe. Son of a bitch. Here's Verhaeghe. For Lundell, I'm calling out to Tkachuk. Verhaeghe did his job. He scored the game winner. I can't hate on Verhaeghe for that. Lindholm. Flips it out, but Forsling gloves it down. Lindholm just flip it a little higher, just above him. Forsling's not a tall guy or anything. He can easily get it over him. Bennett, pressured by McAvoy. Final seconds of the power play. We're going to get Geeky back. We do now. Verhaeghe in front. Save. Penalty. No penalty. Bennett's down. Oh, well, this is his first game. And Bennett's down. They stop play. Yep, Sam Bennett is crawling on all fours. This is his first game back. He's not putting any pressure on his left knee.
That sucks for Sam Bennett.
He just got back from injury. Well, ugh. Not great. Even though I have my personal differences against Sam Bennett, I never like to see anybody get injured. We're going to go to commercial break, and I'm going to take one, too. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back. They're doing a Hockey Fights Cancer thing, and I want to make this known. I fight for a cure. It's Hockey Fights Cancer night. I fight for a cure. What? Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Well, Hampus Lindholm and Derek Forbert are going to have a bigger role. Matt Grzelcyk's hurt. Matt Grzelcyk will not return to tonight's game. Kulikov dumps it in deep. That's not good. That's not good. But this will probably mean if Grzelcyk's out for a little bit of time, we're going to get Mason Lohrei on Thursday against the Leafs. We'll see how that goes. Positive to a negative, right? Never want to see Grzelcyk getting hurt. Grzelcyk's one of your better defenders this year. I'll give him credit. As Steen trying to move it ahead past Stenlund. Steen gathers the puck and gets it in deep. Look at Heinen. Speedster on the forecheck. Chipped it to Beecher. Where was this? Oh. Happened to him. He got banged up. Is Bennett still on the ice? I'm not seeing Sam Bennett. Here is Zacha for Shattenkirk. Pasternak tied up the line. Here is Patra. Patra closes a shot. Save Bobrovsky. Zacha looking in. Nice cut by Zacha to the net. Zacha in front. Save. Patra couldn't get the rebound. Stenlund knocked down. Shattenkirk. Here's Lorentz now. He'll flip it out to center. Now we just got Forbes back, yeah.
Oh. Scoreboard?
Oh, sorry. Whoops. Here is Pasternak for McAvoy for Patra, who fell down and gets back up though. Keeps possession against Stenlund. Dives to get it to Pasternak. Patra, Zacha, Pasternak. What a second line that is. Refs! That's icing, you sons of bitches! McAvoy gets it in the zone. Kelly Sutherland is the NHL's version of Angel Hernandez or Ray Charles. Jesus Christ. Icing is called. They call icing that time. God. Jesus Christ. Well, he got hurt. Oh, Lindholm accidentally fell on Bennett's left ankle. Oof. That's not that's an accident. I don't think Lindholm would ever intend to do that. Frederick will take the draw against Reinhart. Reinhart wins it, but Frederick's in on the forecheck. Almost won the puck battle. Here is Evan Rodriguez. Slows down against McAvoy. Drops it. Here is Ekman Larson. A shot. Missed the net. Here is Rodriguez. Missed in front. Olmark guides it aside from Reinhart. Barkov for Rodriguez. Kick save Olmark there. Forsling's shot is also guided aside. Can the Bruins get a rebound? Reinhart in for Barkov. Lindholm tying him up in front. JVR gets it away. Here is McAvoy. Here is McAvoy now. Gets it in the zone just out of the reach of Frederick. Mahura gets it back. Throws it right into the slot. This is a dangerous place to put a puck. Barkov for Reinhart. Cross-ice pass broken up by McAvoy. And now here is Mahura in front. And Van Riemsdyk gets it away. That was Carlo, not McAvoy, by the way. Van Riemsdyk for Geekie. Has Carlo up on the rush. Geekie trying to find Carlo, could not. Carlo in down low, works it in behind the net. Lindell. Geekie, nice work getting it back. Marchand lost it to Mahura. And now Verhaeghe trying to move it up. He'll get it out. And now here's Lindell. Lindell gets it in the zone. Lindell taken down by Carlo. Coyle gets it back to Forbert. Bruins up ahead. Poke checked. DeBrusk losing it. Verhaeghe gets it in the zone. Forbert knocks it down. Carlo now reverses it back to Forbert. Worked through Marchand. Coyle, nice work. 2-on-1 has DeBrusk. Coyle across. DeBrusk couldn't receive the passes. Coyle should have shot it. That pass is going to get broken up. Lindholm's without a stick. McAvoy closing off loose to Rainen. Verhaeghe closed off. Here's DeBrusk now. DeBrusk for Coyle. Trying to drop it for Marchand. Pass broken up. Marchand gets it back. DeBrusk has to tag up to get back onside. The Bruins get it back in. How's Patra look? He looks okay. He had a couple of good chances here in this period so far. Here is Zacha. Yeah, I don't know why they're even considering not sending this. I don't know why they're not considering. Here he is. He has the puck now. Patra trying to throw it to Pasternak, but it's just out of his reach. Pasternak back to Shattenkirk. Patra just broken up. He's had the right idea, trying to find Pasternak. Here is Stenlund. Shattenkirk, nice check on him. Patra takes the puck away, moves it to McAvoy. McAvoy saucer up to Shattenkirk. Cross ice, nice feed to Zacha. Trying to drop it. Here's Shattenkirk, Arister, save in front. Scramble, Bobrovsky has it.
Say it, Sam.
Say it? I don't, what?
Say what?
Oh! I have to say the line. I'm blind, I'm dumb, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref.
Bingo.
Okay, good. I think that's what the line was that we were looking for.
We are in commercial, so feel free. Keep it going, chat.
Yeah, let me know what you got. If you have some questions
Or
for
thoughts,
us.
or hot takes.
Questions, thoughts, hot takes, concerns, comments from the jury. AKA you guys. The chat. I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what I was gonna say. I have no idea. It's the worst thing in the world. You know, when I feel like I'm gonna say something intelligent and then I forget what I'm gonna say. And then I feel like an idiot. Another team is losing to Anaheim. We gave them confidence. Shit. What is your favorite way to cook an egg?
I don't.
Ooh.
Oh, I no comment. I don't.
You don't like eggs?
No.
Scrambled on a sandwich, egg and cheese sandwich.
On a bagel.
I just do straight up toast, but bagels are good too. I just do like straight up like white toast.
Hey, when do you think the Bees will tie the game?
This period.
Okay. Do you guys think Pasta practices that Billard's shot?
Well, I feel like for that wasn't intentional. He just was doing the right. He was doing the right thing. He was getting the puck out of the zone the other night, and he just had the most casual 125-foot goal you'll ever see.
Another team is losing to Anaheim. We gave them confidence.
Yeah.
What team is that? Who are they playing?
Penguins.
Oh.
Well, it's Pittsburgh, so it's only 2-1. So.
That
sounds good. Yeah. And a weird thing, and you guys are gonna hate me. Actually, you know, I'm not gonna say that because I'm not gonna get canceled on the internet for the way I like my eggs.
Oh boy.
My dad knows what I put my egg and cheese sandwiches, and it's weird. McAvoy in for Patra. Caves off by Stenlund. Zacha. McAvoy back to Patra at the line. Over to Lindholm. Pastrnak loads up. Save Bobrovsky. That puck's free. Zacha trying to take a shot away.
It's in the net, Sam.
No, it didn't go in the net. No, it didn't. You know, it didn't.
Bullshit. Calling bullshit.
We do not want to hear your dating stuff.
I wasn't talking about dating. What?
No.
I never talked about dating once. Lindholm to Patra. Throwing into the corner. Pastrnak. Zacha lost it. Barkov goes off of Patra. Lorentz and Barkov battling. Zacha digs it to Pastrnak. Has Patra. Pastrnak through the legs. What a move. To the goalie gets cut off.
Oh.
And Pastrnak lost it. Oh, that puck's in front. Penalty coming. It's going to be on Ekman Larson. It'll be a Bruins power play. They're going to call Ekman Larson for a trip. Yeah. I said X. No, I said eggs. I said eggs.
Eggs.
Yep. Finally, the Bruins are getting a power play. Woo! Maybe. Ketchup? No, it's not ketchup. I don't like ketchup. I don't know why. Salt, pepper, and cinnamon. Yep.
I love cinnamon more than anyone in the world, but not my damn eggs.
It tastes good to me. I don't know why. Here is Pastrnak for McAvoy. Marchand for Van Riemsdyk. Here is Marchand for McAvoy. For McAvoy, center point. Looking to the net. Marchand has Coyle in the slot. Finds Coyle. Marchand again. In front. Tip by Van Riemsdyk. Just missed the net. Pasternak to Coyle. Nice feed. Coyle. Back to Pasternak. They thrown on the net and it got blocked. Coyle, Reinhardt couldn't get it out. Pasternak across. Marchand with some space. A shot. Saved by Bobrovsky. Forsling can't get it out. McAvoy holds it in. Pasternak. Cross ice to Marchand. Looking to the net. Coyle in front. Pass is blocked by Gudas and he's sitting on it. Oh, Kulikov. That's delay of game. That's delay of game.
Oh, wait a minute. They stopped it.
Kulikov sitting on the puck. That's delay of game. You can't do that.
Wait, put the volume up. They're going to call something.
The puck was caught in his equipment. You can't do that. Ugh.
Let's see it right here.
Yeah, look at that. He's sitting on the puck.
We're not calling that.
No, I guess not. You can't do that. Oh, I think they're saying that the puck got caught in the equipment. If that's the case, then no, that's not his fault. Even then, it's... Second unit's looking interesting. Zacha to Brus Geeky with Lindholm and Shattenkirk. It kind of makes it like French toast. Exactly, cinnamon. It kind of makes it like an egg French toast kind of a thing.
Cinnamon on toast.
I used to do.
I put cinnamon on bagels.
Fair enough. I used to put butter, grape jelly, and cinnamon on my toast. What?
I like all three of them.
And then, yeah. With those breakfast sausage links in the morning. Elementary school breakfast went hard. My mom did some really good toast, I guess. Olmark leaves it for Hampus Lindholm base. See, yeah. I think we can hit 40 likes. I hope so. Lindholm drops it for DeBrusque now. Geeky across the line. Slows down on Mahura. Trying to chip it back to Lindholm. Bouncing puck. Lindholm barely holds it in. Geeky working against. And Geeky couldn't get it back to Lindholm cleanly. That puck comes out. Lindholm now, with 20 seconds to go on the power play, drops it back for Zacha. Zacha to DeBrusque across the line. DeBrusque puck comes in on Bobrovsky. He'll make the stop. Do you think we can hit 40 likes? Well, we're currently at 38, so we're definitely close. That like spike worked. We're up to 38 likes on the stream now. Can we get to 45 likes? My wife likes egg salad sandwiches, but I have to leave the house when she makes it. I hate the smell. Oh, yeah, 8. Well, you know, Knight, egg salad is interesting. It's interesting. It's an acquired taste. Patra, Marchand, Pasternak on the power play unit right now. 13 seconds to go in it with Lindholm and McAvoy. Here is Lindholm. Patra. Backdoor. Pasternak was a saucer pass and he couldn't play it. McAvoy. Lindholm. McAvoy shot. Save Bobrovsky. Bruins had a couple of good chances. We're back to 5-on-5. Anton Lindell clears, but that's going to be an icing on Florida. It is. Do you guys like the Halloween decorations for stream tonight? I think it's actually really cool. I think they came out good. What do you think, Harrison?
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah. It's only for tonight, yeah. Favorite Halloween candy? We got some good ones here. For me, it's either Swedish Fish or York peppermint patty.
For what? Favorite
candy? I don't like candy corn.
What is this
I
favorite?
love candy corn, but Swedish Fish is my favorite.
Grant's like my dad. He loves candy corn. My dad can back that up in chat. He loves candy corn.
I love Reese's peanut butter cup.
Okay. Kyle?
Yeah.
Favorite Halloween candy? Crunch. Oh, Crunch Bar. I respect it. I don't really hear that one that often. Here is Pasternak, lost it. And during the second intermission, I want to go through some of my favorite Halloween costumes over the years. I'm going to. Here's Kachuk in front, blocked in by his own guy. And Heinen gets it away. Belsinski's in for Verhaeghe. Kachuk lost it. Here is Danton Heinen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, my dad just said candy corn. There he is. Here's Kachuk across to Verhaeghe. Rister missed the net that time. Kachuk back to the line. Here's Josh Mahura playing it over. A shot by Kulikov is blocked by Carlo. Jack Edwards is still playing it like it's Kulikov.
It's Kulikov, Jack.
Heinen touches the puck. This is going to be icing on Heinen here. Yep. Krusty Krabby Patty Gimmies. The gummies. Oh, the Krabby Patty's gimmies, yeah.
Those are
Don't you enjoy candy anymore? I wish I did. Well, not one spilled out of the container.
Why?
Swedish Fish, cheers.
Cheers.
Hold on.
After the play.
After Kylie, come get it.
I think I'm gonna go grab.
I'm sorry. And here's Grunstrom. That's not Grunstrom. That's the LA King. That's Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Three Musketeers were my favorite. Oh yeah. A shot from the line by Ekman-Larsson, saved by Olmark. You hated fish. Oh come on, that's not really fish. It's candy.
I think I'm gonna go get some Swedish Fish right now. We on a commercial break. I'm gonna go back to my dorm. Go grab some.
Yeah.
For myself. We're talking a lot about Swedish Fish.
We'll see you in the third period then, right?
Yep. Aw, that's cute. I'm looking at the photo. I'm gonna put the sunglasses away. I'll keep the chain, but because I can't see. I can't see.
Yeah, the glasses. It's also nighttime.
Yeah, it is nighttime.
Oh, they sell Swedish Fish and Boomers.
They do. Quick question though.
Yeah.
I am dressed like this.
It's rainy here.
Yeah, it is raining here. For those of you that don't know. The chat was asking candy corn or Swedish Fish. There's a bunch of we've seen. I think that's why everybody's saying Swedish Fish in the chat.
Swedish Fish is great.
Oh yeah, it's great. I mean, a lot of people complain about how sticky it is, but you know, but I love it.
To me, candy corn tastes like wax. So.
Kit Kats are my favorite. Kit Kats are good too. Kit Kats are good.
Kit Kats are very respectable as long as you eat it the right way. You break it in half.
They are the Pittsburgh Penguins of the candy world. They're just a good candy, always consistent. You know, you can't go wrong with it.
Aging veteran core though?
No, not that part.
I said the thing. They have Crosby, Malkin, Carlson, Letang, and Riley Smith.
Were in the same spot 2 years ago.
But not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore. All right,
unfortunately.
I'm gonna go grab my own Swedish Fish. I'll be back.
They have some in Boomers. They actually might even have some downstairs in the lounge.
Oh really?
Down in the vending machine.
Save you a 10-minute walk.
No, it's fine. I got my own. Yeah, I'll be right back.
What? Twizzler's another good one, yeah. That's a wild statement. Also, I agree, though. I don't like Twizzlers either.
Oh, yeah, I like the Sam sitting in both seats.
I am the head of the table. Dun dun dun.
The Rangers take one of the leading.
Sam, Rangers are winning. Your Rangers.
My Rangers? Oh, Texas. I thought you were talking about the New York Rangers. I'm like, what? Texas is winning 1-0. Not necessarily. Unless it's the team that eliminated my team. Then no. For me, I'll be happy either way for whoever wins.
I always say to everyone, I was so close to being the Rangers today because Prince Fielder went there.
As the Bruins ice the puck. Well, yeah. For me, I don't care who wins. Either way, I'll be happy. Because both teams deserve it.
Said it's his first World Series he's actually interested in because these teams are very lovable teams.
Yeah, Diamondbacks, if they win, I'm fine with that. If the Rangers win, fine with that too.
They did the lowest, like 1%.
And I'll be happy for Nathan Eovaldi if the Rangers get a ring. If the Diamondbacks win, I'll be happy for Torrio Lavello getting a managerial ring. Here's Reinhart across the line. Shot save Olmark with 3.5 to go in the second. Bruins down 2-1 to Florida. Only goal in the second period coming from Boston. It's Brad Marchand's goal. Rodriguez, what a save, Olmark. Barkov for Patra. I'm sorry, McAvoy for Patra. Zacha cuts against Rodriguez. Zacha walks in, shot blocked by Ekman Larson and goes out of play. Celtics lead by 32 in the third quarter. Okay, Robert, I don't really care about the Celtics right now. I'm glad they're winning, but Jesus Christ, I don't care about it. They're winning 100 to 68.
Here's
It's
something we care about, though. Corey Seager, 2-run shot, 3-0 Rangers.
Woo! Yeah.
Robert, you're usually the baseball guy. Why are you giving us NBA now?
Yeah,
I know,
the
there's
Celtics.
There's no way you're watching the Celtics over World Series
Robert
right
will
now.
comment in chat saying you're watching all the games.
He'll be watching all the. He's watching all the
Just
games
like
downstairs.
us. I got my 3 games on right now, too.
Coyle again will take the draw here and wins it. Marchand fires and goes up and out of play. Yep. Robert said it. I'm watching all 3.
I know, Robert.
You're down in boomers.
Not
We know.
Monday Night Football?
He said he's watching all. Oh, maybe he might be paying attention over to that. Who knows?
What a shocker. Yo, we gotta get that other TV
What's
working.
Monday Night Raw? That's the fifth.
Face-off 1. Lindholm's shot is knocked down. Verhaeghe for Kachuk. Back to Verhaeghe with 2:50 to go in the period. Kachuk broken up there by Carlo. Lindholm trying to get it up. Puck bouncing over Kachuk, and now here's Marchand playing it over to Coyle. Coyle trying to lead Carlo on a break. Couldn't. DeBrusque has been better since he went with Marchand and Coyle. Marchand's shot broken up. Carlo's shot is blocked. Carlo looking in front, trying to find Marchand. Kulikov breaks it up. He's watching the Bruins game, Celtics game, and the World Series. That's the 3 games he cares about. He might not care about Raiders Lions, to be honest. Lindholm lost it to Matt Kachuk. Ryan Lomberg, wrister, saved there by Olmark.
Well, McDonough thinking twice about it. 42.
Here's Geeky. He'll take the draw against Eetu Luosterainen. Never mind. Luosterainen's kicked out of the draw. Nick Cousins will come in and take it. What's up? What is up?
Nothing comes.
Here's McAvoy to Shattenkirk. Bruins are rotating 5 defensemen as Grizzlies done for the night. Deflects in the zone. Ooh. Luosterainen closed off by Van Riemsdyk. Frederick now. Frederick shoved at by Belsinski's in the corner. By Uvis Belsinski's. And now here is Ryan Lomberg. A shot went across the goal mouth and wide. Frederick for Van Riemsdyk will have to get it ahead. He got cut off by Ekman Larson. Here's Gustav Forsling. Moves it ahead to center. Here's Stenlund. Patra takes it away. Good cut against 2 defenders. Pasternak popped up in the air. Zacha bats at it like a tennis ball. Zacha for Carlo. And he'll dump it in with under a minute to go in the second. Ekman Larson closed off by Zacha. Stenlund gets it past Pasternak. Kachuk knocked down by Lindholm, then knocks into OEL. Pasternak trying to cut it in front. Pasternak around the net with it. In front for Patra, who got triangled. He got triangled in the slot by 3 Panthers. Carlo holds it in. I almost said triangle choke. Kyle almost said it. Here's Tkachuk with 30 seconds. Forsling dumps it in around the net. Lindholm moves it around. Here's Carlo. Through Matt Patra. Pasternak. Trying to chip it to Patra. Reinhart cut it off with 15 seconds. Here is Rodriguez. Carlo closing him off. Pasternak. Carlo. Here's Lindholm. Bruins just got to get it out of the zone. Patra. Final seconds. I'll just flip it up, and that'll do it for second period. Much better second period from the Bruins. They're still down, but they actually scored and they actually kept up. They outshot the Panthers. I believe it was 13-9 in that second period. So much better. All right, since it's Halloween, should we go through some of my old Halloween costumes?
Yeah, go in order.
All right. I don't have all of them. I have some of them, though. So, where is it? Oh. Oh dear. I'll show you guys first.
Oh my god, oh my
So chat, 1 year I was like 9 here. And I have a gray t-shirt and blue jeans on, but the problem is I was a cheeseburger, and there's a video. Oh, dear God. There's a video. You want to hear the video?
I'm a cheeseburger.
Oh my God, young me. My mom's, yeah.
I'm a cheeseburger.
Damn right, young Sam. 9-year-old me. I'm a cheeseburger.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Back when we all loved our life.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Oh dear.
See your future.
Hold on.
Wow.
Anyway. It's kind of ironic because I've been screaming at these people all night. Yeah, that was in 2013 when I was the cheeseburger. Maybe 2014.
Keegan should be that one.
But I was a referee 1 year, and oof, that referee t-shirt did not do me justice. I had the whistle in my mouth too. I blew that whistle like an MF. Damn. Huh. Oh. Oh dear.
I can't see him.
Hold on. Why are you showing us a pic of a fireplace?
That's hysterical.
This isn't a Halloween costume, but this is a what the.
Red Sox X Minnie Mouse.
No. Red Sox X Mickey Vader. That's great. Ugh. Who that is? You don't know who John Cena is? What?
West Newbury.
I'm binging WWF on Peacock, but Attitude Era. Oh, boy. Floyd Rage. I respect it. What's the longest amount of time you stayed out on trick-or-treating?
I usually came back to my house around 9:30.
So trick-or-treat back home, I used to trick-or-treat in another town because that's where my cousins lived. I used to go up to my cousin's house for Halloween every year. And it went from 6:30 to 9:30, and they had a big-ass neighborhood, so we went until 9:30. And then 10 o'clock comes, and that's the time where we can't, nope.
And you try to trade it with your friends.
Exactly. So I traded with my cousins every year. I used to give them all the peanut butter ones, and I got all the chocolate ones, so I win. Anyway, I was also the oldest one, so.
That's what brings back memories.
Did I even dress up in 2020? No. Oh, there's one more I didn't show you. It was fantastic. So that's what I was for Halloween a couple years ago. But yeah, so I'll dress up for Halloween. Me and my girlfriend go to Salem every year as we used to live there. Salem, Mass, like the witch trials of Salem. Damn. All right, let's play Hurdle. It's guess the NHL player. Next year you should dress up as Angel Hernandez. Damn. I was also I was also an inflatable Stanley Cup one year. I don't have that picture, unfortunately. It's wild. I remember seeing the picture. I just don't have it anymore. I asked my mom. She doesn't have it either. Here's how you play the Guess the NHL player. You have 8 guesses to guess it. Each guess will tell you how close you are to finding the mystery player. Green means you're right. Yellow means you're close. Gray means you're incorrect. The team cell is yellow. It means the mystery player used to play for that team. What's going on, everybody? For just coming in the chat, what's going on? If the team cell is yellow, it means the mystery player used to play for that team. For age and jersey number, there's an arrow indicating if it's higher or lower than what you guessed. Grant, you gonna help me out for Hurdle?
Yeah, sure.
Here's who we got for Hurdle.
Oh, I know who it is. It's Hoobie Dooby Doo.
Jonathan Huberdeau?
Hoobie.
It's holiday today, Sam.
Hoobie Dooby Doo. It's not. It's not, but he's Canadian though. He's in the Eastern Conference. He's not a left wing. He is younger than 30. He is Canadian. His jersey number is higher than 10.
He's not Panarin.
Jersey number is higher than 10. Holla? It might be Eric Holla. He used to play for the Devils. He's in the Metro still. Jersey number is higher than 56. He's Canadian, not a left wing. It's not Dougie Hamilton, as he still plays for the Devils.
T-Will Meyer.
He plays for the Devils currently.
Okay.
He used to play for the Devils.
Wow.
Oh, Ryan Graves? He's not that old. He's a defenseman, though. He's 29 years old. We can confirm that. He's Canadian. Not Jack Hughes. Used to play for the Devils. Used to play for the Devils.
Keyword.
Used.
Curtis Lazar still plays for the Devils, right?
Yep.
Sure does, yep.
All the Bruins play for the Devils right now.
Nosek, Holla, Lazar. That was the 4th line a couple of years ago, by the way.
And they stole all of them for Jesper Blomqvist.
Jesper Boquist,
I guess
yeah.
the Bruins and Devils love trading their 4th line center for some reason.
Our last 3. Well, Corelli was a center. Lazar was a right wing, but still.
I think the former Devils thing is confusing me, so I'm going to go with regular defenseman.
Former, is this Marine? No, he plays the Devils now. He used to play for the Penguins. Not Wedgwood, he's a goalie.
Is this...
Oh, no, that's score.
Wait, no, but it's 4th and goal. Kick the field goal. Good. Detroit's being smart.
Merrill?
John Merrill? That's a good guess.
Nope.
Except it's not. I thought he was still on Montreal.
Nope, it's not a Devil. Cameron, you're not getting it. He's not a Devil. He used to play for the Devils. Not anymore. It's yellow means yellowish means he used to, but not anymore. No, I'm just trolling. Oh, okay. Who do you look like?
He looks like Zaboral.
He never played for the Devils. Ever. We drafted him. 2015 terrible draft class.
Led by Jake
DeBrusk, Zaboral,
Brandon Carlo.
Senyshyn, and Brandon Carlo. Do you know who we
Only
could have had?
DeBrusk and Carlo worked out.
Do you know who we could have had? Kyle Connor, Matt Barzell, and Sebastian Aho.
Kyle Connor, he's on
We
the
went.
Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah, the Carolina Aho, Kyle Connor, and who did I say? Matt Barzell.
And why do
Did Pesci ever play for the Devils?
Brett Pesci? No.
No, he
Did
didn't.
Noah Hannafin ever play for the Devils?
No, but he's still in the Metro, though. We're thinking about Metro.
Uh,
Still in the Metro, but used to play for New Jersey. Does not play for Pittsburgh. How about, like, the Capitals or something? Looks like Sam. That does not look like me. Well, kinda, but not really.
Rangers defenseman. Islanders defenseman. What about...
Palmieri's a forward, so is Parisi.
How's about... I don't even think Parisi's on the Islanders. I think he's a free agent.
He is.
No,
Pitlick's a forward.
Blue Jackets. There it is. Damon Severson.
Oh. Damon Severson.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, yeah, because he got traded in the offseason. I got to remember these acquisitions. It's still early in the season. We have time for one more?
Oh, yeah. They're not even on the ice yet. Oh, it's a Baldy. Is that good old St. Nick?
Jason Chamera. Would have been a funny guess.
Okay, so he's a Central Division guy. He's not a left wing. He's way younger than 36. The jersey number is lower than 17, and he's American. Is Strawman in the NHL anymore? No, he's not. How about Marcus Foligno? His brother. Well, he plays for the Wild. Okay. It's hot. Jersey number is lower than 17. He's Canadian. Wait a minute. Nick is American, yet Marcus is Canadian?
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun.
How does that make sense?
Don't. Wait, they're actually brothers?
Yeah.
I thought there was no relation to the longest time.
They're dead-ass brothers.
Well, I believe you now, Sam. I had to hear it for a third time.
Really?
Anyways.
How about Minnesota Wild guys? Joel Eriksson Ek.
Yeah, I was about to say, but he's not going to be it. We got the defenseman now.
Right wing or defenseman or a goalie?
Jared Spurgeon.
Jersey number's lower than 14 here. Oh, Brock Faber?
Brock Faber.
He's a defenseman, though. Is this John Merrill? It's not. Jersey number's lower than 4. There's...
Matthew Dumba, because he's on the Coyotes.
Addison.
Oh! The
Kalen
guy
Addison.
The
Yeah!
guy who's on the Sharks, right?
Yep.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're looking at the other guy.
No. But this is Kalen Addison. Who does this look like?
Is there like an obvious answer because it's not coming to me? Kind of looks like Lucic.
No, because Lucic has different hair.
It's a new one, right?
Oh, you're saying Taylor Hall? Okay.
No.
We'll give it a shot.
Phil Kessel.
Central Division.
Phil Kessel, please.
Kessel's not even in the game because he's a free agent. It's not McDavid.
How about Thomas Hurdle?
Hurdle's in the other division. Central Division, younger than 31, barely. He is not a left wing. He's not Canadian. Jersey number is lower than 71.
Rope Hintz.
Hintz isn't that old.
No, I know he's not.
He's a center. Jersey number is lower than 24. Okay, that's good for something. Yeah. Well, we have... Actually, we have to get started. We have to get the third period started. Lowry? He's American. Yep, third period's coming back. Okay. I'm just going to guess A.J. Greer 5 times. Or Arbor.
Hey, he scored a goal yesterday in the outdoor game.
Sure did. I would have never gotten that.
Who was it?
Dakota Mermis.
He plays on the Wild, right?
Yeah. No, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea who that is. Hey, look who's back.
Where we at?
That was a long Swedish fish run.
Hey, first off,
Where are they?
I made some conversations to people. We're already in the third? Jesus Christ.
We were in the second. We used the entire intermission.
Oh, okay. Hey, guys.
Third period just about to start. Harrison came back.
Good timing.
Yeah.
So, if you ever want to know how long it takes for me to go back and forth here, now you know.
10 minutes of pop.
For about 15 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes each.
Bruins are going from left to right in the home Centennial jerseys. The Panthers are in the road whites going from right to left. What's up, May?
What's up, man?
Coyle, Marchand, DeBrusque with Lindholm and Charlie McAvoy.
Don't mind me, I'm just going to eat the Swedish fish.
They're good. Lindholm against Coyle against Lindell. Lindell wins the draw. The third period is underway. Shots are 26-20 Florida. Bruins had 13 shots in the second. The Panthers had 7, so that or 9, sorry, so that was good.
Any good questions?
We played Hurdle, and we also showed off my Halloween costumes from the past. The Bruins get it away. This will be icing here. Yeah. Bruins Leafs on Thursday. That's a big game. You think this game was big? Tomorrow, Thursday's even bigger. Gonna be even bigger. Nice job by Carlo getting that puck away. That's a good ice to take on a wraparound. The puck's free in the slot, and then the crease, you get that puck away.
Can't go wrong.
Barkov against Coyle. Coyle wins the draw. Carlo to Lindholm. Puck comes out. DeBrusque chips it in the zone. On the forecheck against OEL. Nice keep in by McAvoy. Coyle holds the line. Coyle sauces it over to DeBrusque in the far corner. DeBrusque and Coyle will swap. Works it into McAvoy. Puck bounces over his stick. He had trouble playing it. Barkov will flip it up and out. Evan Rodriguez for Sam Reinhart. Shot, missed the net.
Score.
Yeah, I agree. And now here's Zaka. Bruins will get the second unit out there. Zaka over to Pasternak. Cross the line. Gets it in behind the net. Pasternak on a foot race with Kulikov. Pasternak taken down on his own accord. Kulikov up for Eetu Luostarinen. Shattenkirk back. Shot broken up by Shattenkirk. And Luostarinen's stick shattered in two. Zaka lost the puck in his skates. Here is Mikkola. Shattenkirk closing him off. Mikkola trying to throw it in front. Patra knocks it away. Cousins around the net. Here's Eetu Luostarinen. Back to Mahura. Shot Got blocked Lomberg. And now Patra for Pasternak. He gets it in the zone. The Bruins will get a change. Making your statue sim to seal the bags on cement in front of your school. I saw that, man. I saw it. It was good. It's good stuff. Pasternak and Nick Cousins are talking. Olmark puck hits the broken stick. Carlo moves it around. Belasinski's moves it in deep. Here's Barkov. Here's Geeky. Here's Van Riemsdyk with Frederick and Geeky to either side. Here's Geeky on the right. Geeky in front, trying to find Van Riemsdyk in the middle. Could not. Carlo with McAvoy out there. Carlo gets it, keeps it in, but Tkachuk gets it. McAvoy knocks down a man. Morgan Geeky gets Tkachuk. Here's Carlo now. Works it behind the net. Trent Frederick back in his own end. To McAvoy now. He'll lead the rush. McAvoy saucer pass up for Coyle. Off the boards. Coyle checked off the puck by Ekman Larsson. Now here is Evan Rodriguez against Shattenkirk. Here is Derek Forbert now. Bruins trying to dig it away from trouble. Forbert up ahead for Marchand. Marchand trying to sidestep a man. Can't. Coyle. Shattenkirk. DeBrusk will just guide it in deep. Here's Ekman Larsson. Bruins got to get some sustained pressure, though. I'm looking for it. Forbert shot. Missed the net that time. Coyle. Good hold in. DeBrusk for Coyle in the middle. Verhaeghe was a back checker behind him. DeBrusk, good keep in. Tied up with Ekman Larsson. Ekman Larsson wins the battle. Here is Reinhart for Forsling. Knocked down by Shattenkirk. DeBrusk and Shattenkirk team up to get it in the zone. A long time without a whistle here. Here is Ekman Larsson now. Moves it ahead. Here is Tkachuk. McAvoy knocks into him. Pasternak for Patra across the line. Patra, poke check by two Florida players. Puck comes out. Lindholm on it. Past everyone. This will be an icing here against Boston. Oof. Bruins are battling. They're fighting here. Fight, fight, fight.
Yeah.
Patra against Eetu Luosterainen. Luosterainen wins it. Shot from the line is blocked. Luosterainen. Back to the line. Shot deflected wide on a shot by Kulikov. Pasternak gave it right to Nick Cousins, but he gets it back. Here is McAvoy. Cousins good work against McAvoy and Pasternak. Kulikov in for Cousins down low. Cousins hit hard by McAvoy. McAvoy's bullying him down there and gets it free. Lindholm will move it ahead. Bruins need to change. Lindholm will dump it in. Lindholm, somebody went for a knee-on-knee collision there. Yeesh, that's a dangerous hit that he was trying to go for. Carlo will backhand it in. The Bruins need to play a little catch-up here. Kulikov, Beecher gives him a hit. Heinen keeps it alive and down low. Beecher to Steen. Trying to throw it in front for Heinen, and Bobrovsky knocks it away. Heinen, good stick lift against Stenlund. Here's Steen. Trying to leave it for Beecher. Steen kicked it to Beecher. Steen gets it back. Tripped up. Trying to draw a penalty. Could not. Verhaeghe gets it out to center. Here is Forbert now for Carlo. Here is Forbert again. Across. Frederick plays it off the boards. Gets it in deep. Here is Belasinski's. Van Riemsdyk almost forced a turnover, but Geeky was just coming off the bench. As Rodriguez dumps it in deep around the boards, has a garden stanchion. Lindholm for McAvoy moves it around. Kept alive by Mahura. Reinhart hit hard. Morgan Geeky. Lindholm will get it back to Geeky as Lindholm takes down a man. Geeky up ahead. Here's Frederick on a tape-to-tape pass. Frederick chips into the zone. Caught a high stick. And the fact that wasn't a penalty is asinine. Good God, Frederick got clipped up high. Did you see that, Harrison?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That was bad.
Jesus. These referees are brutal. Here's Carlo. For Ekman Larson, the Bruins had to race back for a change. Omar can't come out of his net. Omar came out of his net in charge. Oh my God. Omar turned over the puck. Oh my God. 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 Stay in the net. Just stay in the net. Don't move. Don't move. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Oh my God. Ekman Larson shot. Save in front. Scramble. Coyle gets it away. My God. Marchand moves it ahead with a little bit of space. Now it's 2-on-1. Marchand gets it in the zone. And now Forsling now. Through Carlo. Forbert beats Cousins. It's going to be icing here against Florida. Harrison, wake up, bro.
Who said that?
Floyd Rage. Panthers get it out of the zone. Here is
I'm
Shattenkirk.
just tired, man.
Pasternak flips it in the zone.
I got 8 a.m. classes tomorrow.
Oh, boy. Lomberg lost it. McAvoy. Zaka slap pass over to Pasternak. 2-on-2 as Patra. McAvoy's a trailer. Pasternak in front for McAvoy. He scores!
Sir.
Bingo! Big Mac ties it. On a break chance, it's 2-2. Oh, boy. Thank goodness. We are tied. Charlie McAvoy with a goal.
Yes, sir.
Big Mac served up on a platter thanks to some pasta passing. Woo-hoo-hoo! 2-2. McAvoy hits goals in consecutive games, and we are tied. Thank goodness. And the McAvoy celly for good measure. Yes. Yeah. So Charlie McAvoy ties it at 2. Huge goal.
And now we are at 2 apiece.
We're even at 2. Finally, the offense woke up on the ice. In a big, big way, as that's going to be a hand pass. No, it's not. Well, here's Barkov for Reinhardt.
Yeah, the refs suck.
Here's Reinhardt in front. Pass Mahura. No, it should have been a hand pass on Boston, actually.
Yeah, even then.
Deflected. No icing here against Florida. Carlo against Reinhardt, which it was, so that's not the right call. Geeky up ahead. Here is Mikkola. Deflected. Carlo takes it back. Carlo gets it in the zone. Around the net. Balsinski's against Marchand. Lindell can't get it out to Brusk, holding it in. Puck popped up in the air. Forbert kicks it ahead to Marchand, just out of his reach. Lindell walks in. Omar, big glove stop on Lindell. The emotional support alligators at the Flyers game. There's an emotional support alligator at the Flyers game tonight. I'm surprised. I'm surprised the Wells Fargo Center actually let that through.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the game being played? Motivational support alligator.
Philadelphia.
Usually you see that in Florida.
It's the Flyers arena, so I don't know.
Yeah. It's already a trashy city. Probably can't
So we got a new game now, 2-2. Here in the third period, McAvoy tying it up.
See Sam down 2-0 in the first, come back.
They need to fight. The next time I go to a Flyers game, I'll bring my emotional support hippo. How's Devontae doing?
Devon.
I think like 1 catch or 2 catches.
My dad, okay, he has a joke. DeAndre, DeQuavion, Devontae, there's so many does. You ever think about that? So many does out there. Devontae, DeAndre, DeQuavion, DeQuan, That's a joke. I just sent you a video.
Oh, you did? Celtics win 126-107 over the Wizards.
Yep.
Oh my God! Oh boy, happy Halloween. You got the spookies? With seeing Gritty makes me terrified. McAvoy's on a 3-game point streak. He's got 5 points in his last 3 games.
Hey, do you have a trash?
McAvoy's red hot.
You have a trash?
Right there.
Oh,
Look, right in front of you.
Close enough.
You just followed me and DM'd me on... Oh, you followed me? Okay, cool. Kachuk's shot is blocked by Coyle. Lundell. Back to Ekman Larson. That shot missed the net. Lindholm. Moves it ahead. Kachuk takes it away. Here's Verhaeghe. Pressured by Coyle. Taken down.
Good hit.
Lundell shot save. And now Lindholm up ahead. Forsling holds it in. Here's Carlo. Now Bruins got to get this puck out of the zone. Marchand gets it out. A little bit of a rush here. Marchand across the line, chips it past Ekman Larson. Marchand takes him down, gets possession. Marchand behind the net, looking in front. Trying to find Patra. Could not. Forward gloves it down. Shot. Kick saved by Bobrovsky. Here's Patra. Spinning off against Lundell. Back to Forbert. Wrister on the net. And it's not in the net. The crowd thought it was. It was on the side of the cage. Marchand trying to work it free. Oh, I thought that was in. I maybe. Marchand shot. Save Bobrovsky. Bruins are pressuring here. Puck comes out. There's a Florida man down. That's going to be a... Oh, boy.
You know, I'm going to make a comment here. If they lose tonight in overtime, let's say they lose, good on them for putting up a fight here. Like, especially in that first period. Oh, that was brutal to watch. Yeah, I saw the crowd rose up. I'm like, man, is that in?
Nope.
Nope.
Let's see, what do they call here? It's going to be a penalty on Boston. McAvoy in the box. McAvoy got a major? What the hell happened?
Taking a look here.
Oh, come on, McAvoy. What are you doing?
I made a good call.
That's a major. He hit him up high with the elbow right to OEL's head.
That was intentional.
Why is the crowd chanting, "Ref, you suck"? That's a major. You can't do that.
One of the few calls that was actually right. I'm not gonna lie. That's a
Oh, he's gonna get a call from the league for that too. He might get a suspension. Ekman Larson's going back down the tunnel. He's going to concussion protocol.
I think McAvoy called Connor Clifton and said, "Hey,
how do you do that?
How'd you do that?"
Led with the shoulder right to the head. Oh boy. And here's the thing, McAvoy, that's not his type of game. So something must have happened. So McAvoy's out of the game. So McAvoy just got tossed. So now the Bruins are down to 4 defensemen now. This is where it gets interesting.
So Forbert, Lindholm.
So Forbert, Lindholm, Shattenkirk, and Carlo. Grizzlick's hurt. Grizzlick's hurt. What? Nope, McAvoy has to go back down the tunnel. So McAvoy's ejected. I would suspect that's going to be a suspension for McAvoy too. Match, really? Yeah, that's you can't do that. So Larian and Zaboral are gonna or Larian and Ian Mitchell are gonna play on Thursday. That's great. No. So it's a 5-minute Panthers power play, and this power play will not stop until that 5 minutes is up. The Bruins will clear. So that is the last thing the Bruins need right now. They just tied the game with a goal from McAvoy, and now he's out of the game for a 5 and a match penalty for an illegal check to the head. You can't do that.
Yep.
There's gonna be more discipline.
Here's the thing. That's not McAvoy's type of play. He is not usually known for.
Don't just do that. Maybe said something to him we didn't hear.
How the World Series looking?
3-0 Rangers. 9-7, right?
Coyle and Marchand with Forbort and Carlos as the penalty kill unit. Rodriguez couldn't hold the puck at the line. The puck comes out. Coyle knocks into him. Barkov. Kachuk for Barkov. Carlo takes it away. That is the right call, unfortunately. McAvoy, you can't do that. I mean, you check a guy in the head without any protection. You can't do that. Here is a Matt Kachuk, a drive, and Ullmark a big save on that shot. Could see Lindholm wake up now, though, yeah. Of course, they missed the earlier high stick on Florida. Oh, yeah, Frederick got clipped. But I'm not, besides that, yeah. I mean, you're right, but at the same time, Dad, McAvoy can't do that. He hit him in the head. So yeah, you gotta have consistent referees, but at the same time, they made the right call. It's not like it wasn't the right call. Shattenkirk gets it out to center.
Much better than the Predators game, right, Sam?
What?
That's a horrible refereeing game.
This might be worse. But what? This might be worse. Lindholm trips on the puck. It's a new one. Here is Verhaeghe. Puck deflects out. Zacha in a foot race with Forsling. Zacha tripped up on his own accord and almost got to that puck. If he didn't trip, he would have beaten Forsling. That would have made things interesting. Verhaeghe gets it in around the net. Heinen's on the penalty kill with DeBrusk, Forbort, and Carlo right now. Forbort off Heinen and out. 3:10 to go in the major. Bruins have done a good job so far on this penalty kill. Top units back out there for Florida. Here's Kachuk. Pressured by DeBrusk. Here is Lundell for Reinhart now. Played in around the net. Kachuk works against Carlo, works free. Played around. Here is Evan Rodriguez. Reinhart, Rodriguez again. Barkov working the point. They got 5 forwards out there in this power play. Here is Rodriguez. Drops it for Barkov. Lundell, cross ice. Rodriguez, save. Rebound. What a stop by Carlo, who knocked it away from trouble. Here's Rodriguez now. Across Anton Lundell. Saved by Ullmark again. Halfway through the major. Played around. Puck bouncing through Rodriguez. Marchand will just get it out of the zone. And the Bruins can get a full change. Huge. Worst part is they can keep scoring and it doesn't end. Yeah, no matter how many goals the Florida scores in this 5-minute major, it'll keep going until we hit triple zeros on that major. But right now, we're 3 minutes into the power play, and the Bruins have done a good job locking down. Cousins, pressure by Lindholm. Here's Forsling at the line. Now we're back to a traditional 2-minute power play now for Florida. Lindholm takes down a man. Shattenkirk. Lindholm flips it out all the way back down. Minute 45 to go in the major. What was McAvoy thinking? I don't know. Here is Verhaeghe, pressured by Carlo. Cousins around for Luosterainen. Beating Beecher. Forbort knocks the puck down. Cousins for Verhaeghe. Cousins again, under 90 seconds to go in the major. Forsling shot, save Olmark again, puck bouncing. Frederick gets it out to center. Nice effort by Frederick there. Panthers have 5 shots in this major, and there's still 1:10 to go in it. Rodriguez for Matt Tkachuk. Rodriguez tied up the line. They can't get into the zone. Final minute of the penalty. Here's Barkov. About 6.5 to go in regulation. Reinhart for Rodriguez. Couldn't enter the zone cleanly again. Shattenkirk turns around and clears it out to center. Tkachuk works it back to Barkov. Marchand goes for a change. Here's Tkachuk. Pressured by DeBrusk and Shattenkirk. Throws it to the middle. Pass broken up. Held in by Rodriguez. Over. Here's Reinhart for Barkov. Tkachuk for Lindell. 30 seconds to go in the major. Here is Tkachuk looking in front. Rodriguez now. Rodriguez, shot, save. Olmark gets knocked away from trouble. Lindell with 20 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Lindell for Barkov. Lindell looking. Here is Tkachuk in front. Pass broken up by Shattenkirk. Rodriguez, a cross-ice pass. That's knocked away. And the Bruins kill the 5-minute major without giving up a goal. Coyle for Pasternak, who's off the bench. Pasternak lost the puck. We're back to 5-on-5. That's huge.
Wow.
Well done by the Bruins. Penalty kill. That was the penalty kill of the season so far. That was excellent. That was excellent by the Bruins there. You stood up for your assistant captain. You backed him up. When he screwed up, the boys had his back. Luosterainen. Carlo for Forbert. Teams usually average 1 goal on a major. Not that time. Here's Patra. Now we're under 5 minutes to go in regulation. Patra cuts against 2 men. Gets it in the zone. Mahura flips it up and out. That's Balsinski's, I'm sorry. And now here's Lindholm. Lindholm and Shattenkirk, Forbert and Carlo. Ho-oh. Held in by Verhaeghe, and it's offside with 4:45 to go. Huge. Olmark was good on that penalty kill. And the defense was fantastic, too. That was excellent from the Bruins there as we go to commercial break. My goodness. That was great. 5 minutes of straight dominance from the Bruins there defensively. That was great.
Did they get a new power play coach this year?
No. Same guy.
How it was last year, though?
Same guy.
Oh, this was defense. I'm saying
Well, the penalty kill's so great. It was the power play that was brutal at times. The penalty
Still is.
kill's always been good.
Still is brutal.
No, I know. Let's say if James like
How long is left in the third? We have like 4. I think there's like 4.5 to go on this one. What are you eating? Salt and vinegar chips. I'm snacking. Gets me through a broadcast. Especially at this length. What? What? How's both those games going?
we have 9-7 Lions beating the Raiders right now with a minute left in the second.
Okay.
We have 3-0 Rangers over the Arizona Diamondbacks in the bottom of the sixth, top of the sixth.
In Game 3 of the World Series.
There you go. That was Kyle's report.
Thank you to our sideline score reporter, Kyle Howe.
You're welcome.
Hurricanes are beating the Flyers 3-2 in the third period in Philadelphia. Guess that emotional support alligator's not getting them anywhere. Ducks lead. Ducks and Penguins tied at 3 in the third. Kraken and Lightning looks like they're about to go to overtime in Tampa. Islanders lead the Red Wings 1-0 in the third. Rangers and Jets tied at 1 in the third. Blue Jackets and Stars tied at 2 near the end of the second. I hit the wrong thing. Blackhawks and Coyotes at 10. Canadians and Golden Knights at 10. Face off just outside of the Bruins' end. Geeky against Stenlund. Bruins win the draw. Forbert over to Shattenkirk, who has been solid tonight. Gets it in the zone. Van Riemsdyk tied up there with Kulikov. Geeky works it free. Keeps it alive against Lorentz. Geeky to the goal in front. Couldn't get a shot away. Frederick working against Mikkola, getting bullied down there, but still holding his own down there. Geeky works it free. Chips it back to Forbert. Holds the line. Tipped by Frederick. Got knocked down. Frederick turnaround shot. Skied off the high glass. Geeky against Stenlund. Stenlund works it free. And now here is Mikkola. He gets it in the zone. 4 minutes to go in regulation. Icing against Florida with 4:02 to go. Yeah, Kraken and Lightning officially going to overtime in Tampa. That's a big game right there. Kraken Lightning, that's a good game. You looking at your fantasy basketball right now?
Yep. I'm in a competitive league.
So this down to your head can actually appear on stream. Your head was being cut off there for a second by the
I've been slouching.
jack-o'-lantern.
We're gonna go to overtime, aren't we?
Let's hope not. Pasternak, Patra 2-on-1 with Zacha. Patra trying to center it, and Forsling cut it off. Patra getting pressured. Lomberg checked by Zacha. Carlo holds it in, but it goes right to Balasinski's, and he gets it out. Pasternak almost put him up on the Florida bench. That would have been funny. Here is Lindholm moves it around. Lindell cuts it off. Fan on a shot attempt. Zacha gets it away. With 3.5 left, Zacha to Carlo. Gets it in the zone here with 3:20 to go in regulation. Pasternak against Forsling, trying to center it in front for Zacha. Zacha tied up there by Kulikov. Verhaeghe, pressured by Patra. Good take by Patra. Off, has to tag up, has to wait. Patra to Shattenkirk, he'll back off. The Bruins are finishing a change. Forbert. Up ice, Marchand gets into the zone. Coyle pressured there by Josh Mahura. Coyle gets it away. Works it around for Forbert. Leaves it for DeBrusk. Shot on the net. That got blocked and comes out of the zone with 2:45 left. DeBrusk over to Shattenkirk. Marchand just dumps it in deep with about 2.5 minutes to go. Coyle holds it in. Nice job by Coyle holding it in. Broken up by Evan Rodriguez. He gets it out to center. The Bruins have the foot on the gas pedal right now. Lindholm to Carlo, deflects it in. The Bruins will get a full change, which is what they need. 2:20 left. Bobrovsky and Cousins collided for a second. If a Bruins player was there, that could have been devastating for Florida right there. Here is Van Riemsdyk. Gets it in the zone. Geeky against Forsling. Balasinski's moves it along. Puck comes out. Forbert and Shattenkirk back out there. Shattenkirk moves it ahead. Cousins. Shattenkirk gets it back. Stenlund flips it into the Bruins' end. Here is Shattenkirk with 1:45 to go in the game. Frederick gets it out. Touchdown Detroit.
Who scored?
Yep, San Florida.
Yes.
Here is Verhaeghe. Drops it. Here is Forsling. Shot. Olmark. Good save. Oof.
He's heading into half, so now I'm fully attention.
Here is Shattenkirk now. Flips it up and out. Geeky 1-on-4. Glove down by Verhaeghe. 1:20 to go. Marchand takes it away. Up ahead here is DeBrusk. Chips it in the room. Into the zone, sorry. Here is DeBrusk trying to work it back to Carlo. Bouncing puck, Carlo. Lindholm, shot. Blocked. Gets it back. We're now approaching the final minute. Lindholm. Shot is blocked by Tkachuk. Final minute of regulation. Still 2-2.
Fatigue's got to be kicking in for Carlo and Lindholm.
Yeah, those 4 defensemen for the Bruins are probably tired as hell.
Yep.
Here's Forbert now.
I don't blame him.
Me neither. Forbert gets it in deep. Because Grizzlick's hurt, and McAvoy's going to be probably suspended for the next few games. Here is Reinhart.
Oh, no.
I think it'll be
Balasinski's in front, saved by Olmark. Patra gets it out. Pasternak waiting. Shattenkirk across the line. Poke checked as the minute he touches the puck. With 25 seconds, Barkov lost it for a second. Zacha battling. Zacha works it free. Just moves it in around that. Bobrovsky's there to grab it for Balasinski's at 15 seconds. Florida's content with overtime here, but the Bruins don't want that. Rodriguez dumps it in. And the Bruins worked. They worked their asses off. They get a point. We're going to overtime at TD Garden.
I don't know how the hell after that first and a half
That was a good.
period,
That was a
they
good third
got
period.
a point, but
The Bruins
man,
needed. Yeah.
They got much better late in the second, and in the third they were much better. So they deserved this point. Although in the first period you wouldn't think they would have gotten one.
The Bruins worked hard. Overtime coming up in about a minute or two from the TD Garden in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes of 3-on-3.
Halftime, folks. Lions lead the Raiders. 16-7.
And that means that the Bruins will remain undefeated in regulation regardless of what happens in this game.
So the positives in the right, they have a chance to make us some more insurance runs here for Texas.
Ducks and Penguins still tied at 3 in the third. Penguins on a 5-on-3 for pretty much the remainder of the regulation. Oof. Light Islanders lead the Red Wings 2-0. Jets lead the Rangers 2-1 in the third. All right, overtime's back. Here we go.
Who scores the overtime goal?
I don't want to ask that question right now.
We're not going to ask that. We're just going to let the game play out. Whoever scores, scores. If we go into a shootout, we go into a shootout.
He doesn't like the shootout, though. Sam would be like, it's a terrible way to end the game. A shootout, man.
I hate the shootout. I don't like it.
I hate it.
Barkov, Reinhardt, and Rodriguez for the Panthers. For the Bruins, it's Coyle, DeBrusk, and Lindholm. Oh, boy. Coyle barely lost that face-off, and the Panthers will keep possession. Rodriguez now up ahead for Barkov. Coyle and Lindholm are back. It's 2-on-2. Barkov crisscross with Reinhardt. And Florida is offside at 15 seconds into overtime. Not a good look for Florida here. Oh, boy.
What the heck was that?
Overtime and you're yawning.
Hey. First off, I got an 8 a.m. class.
Past on Harrison's bedtime, guys.
Shut up.
Harrison's sleepy time streams.
Yes, sir.
Zacha, Pasternak, Lindholm. For the Panthers, it's Barkov, Reinhardt, and Rodriguez.
Bark.
Zacha wins the draw. Lifts Barkov's stick. Zacha will get possession for the Bruins and throws it backwards to retain possession. That's huge. Pasternak, spin move around Barkov. Oh, that was beautiful. Pasternak, wrister is blocked. Zacha for Lindholm. Pasternak will keep possession, chips it to Zacha. Good rotation. Here is Pasternak on the left side. Keeps the puck. Here is Lindholm. Pasternak again. Shot. He missed the net. Took a weird bounce. Evan Rodriguez. We'll move it ahead for Florida. Oh, no. 2-on-1. Rodriguez across, and Barkov's pass. The pass attempt to Barkov got broken up. Here is Lindholm now. Up ahead. Here is Pasternak just out of the reach for a possible break. Pasternak's in behind the net, though. In front. He got close off.
In 1 against 3.
He almost succeeded. Here is Verhaeghe. Shattenkirk back. Patra and Marchand with Shattenkirk right now. Here is Verhaeghe. Almost lost the puck. Drops it for Lindell. Lindell back to Verhaeghe. Tkachuk out there as well. Panthers are going 3 forwards. That's ballsy in overtime. Lindell. Marchand picks his pocket. Patra trying to find Marchand on a break, but he couldn't get it through. Here's Shattenkirk. The Bruins keep possession. That's huge. Regardless.
First home goal.
Here is Patra working against Tkachuk. Patra goes out of the zone. He'll swerve it back to Shattenkirk. Smart play. Keep possession. Don't push it quite yet. Now push. You have the numbers. Marchand across the line. Marchand cutting to the goal. Marchand on the break. He is stoned by Bobrovsky. What a save.
Oh.
Here's Verhaeghe. No, he didn't. He made the right decision. Verhaeghe for Forsling. What a chance for Marchand. He had the game on his stick, and he couldn't put it home. Forsling holding onto the puck for a little bit. Doesn't see anything quite yet. Reinhart and Barkov. Here is Forsling now. Up ahead for Reinhart. Reinhart for Barkov. Chips it back to Reinhart. Looking, Forsling at the point. Forsling in for Barkov down low. Now near the line, Barkov keeps possession. Chips it to Reinhart. Goes out of the zone, Coyle pressuring. Almost won a battle, but he could not. And now here's Forsling with 2:15 to go in overtime. Forsling cuts against 1-on-3. Forsling, nice in space, a shot. That trickled wide. Reinhart back to Luosterainen. That puck comes out. Panthers keep possession. Luosterainen, Florida in the middle of a change. Luosterainen cutting in. Trying to go short side, hit the side of the cage. Luosterainen now for Balasinskis. Drops it for Rodriguez. Balasinskis now lost the puck and he comes out. Rodriguez, Coyle, and Heinen with DeBrusque right now. They got 3 forwards out there here in overtime. That's ballsy. Both teams have 3 forwards out there. Luosterainen shot tipped and it went wide. Zacha has a possible break. He has Heinen with him, 2-on-1. Here's Zacha. Shot. Score!
Yes!
It's Pavel Zacha. The Bruins win 3-2 in overtime. Zacha sends everybody home.
Let's go.
Game winner.
Let's go.
All right, Zacha. Oh boy!
Oh, the hug.
They hugged! You can't really see it, but they hugged.
It was quick. It was brief. They did it. Wow. That's going in the intro right there. Woo!
Serves them right. Serves them right. Game winner. Not that it was the best. You sure did. Bruins win 3-2 in overtime. If you enjoyed tonight's live stream, make sure to please smash the like button. Let's get into your 3 stars of the game before we wrap things up, girls. I'm going to lose my mind if I don't ever do this. Your 3rd star of the game tonight is the man who tied the game yet somehow gets ejected, Charlie McAvoy?
Yay!
We're supporting people that get ejected.
Because he did tie the game, I guess. Your 2nd star of the game tonight is the man,
the myth, the
legend who kept us in this game all night long. Linus Ullmark, your 2nd star of tonight's game. That dude was literally insane.
And your 1st star.
Ullmark had 35 saves tonight. That was massive. Huge game for for Ullmark. And your 1st star of the game is the man who won it for the Bruins tonight. Pavel Zacha, 1st star of the game tonight. The game winner. And honorable mentions, Danton Heinen, because welcome back, Heino!
Hey, and he got a plus.
Hampus got an honorable mention?
He got a plus, what?
Hampus got an honorable mention?
Lindholm looked okay. I'll give you that. He looked all right.
He gets the okay award.
He gets the mid player of the night award. He wasn't bad. He wasn't good. He was kind of just there. He was better.
He gets the average player of the night award.
All right, guys. Thank y'all.
He gets the average Andy night player of the award, player award of the night.
Alrighty. I'm out of here. I gotta go.
See you, Harrison.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Chad Gable. Anyway. Well, it was a good one. Bruins win 3-2 in overtime. The Bruins are back at it Thursday as they're going to be taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thursday night at the Garden. The Garden's going to be shaken from its core. It's going to be a good one on Thursday night, and you do not want to miss it. If you like the stream tonight, make sure to please smash that like button. Drop an elbow on that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on your post notifications to never miss when I go live or upload on the channel.
Look at his reaction.
Make sure to follow me on social media. Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. They're all down in the description. You do not want to miss those. And as well, if you want to join the stream, hit that join button, become an official member to the stream. You can do that, hit that join button. As well as you can hit the donate button, hitting the $sign in the chat to send a super chat, or you can hit the donate, the pin to comment in the chat, and go hit that. Well, the Halloween stream was a success. We didn't think it would at first, but then it was. The Bruins win big 3-2 over the Florida Panthers. We hope everyone has a very spooky and happy Halloween tomorrow. If you want to send me a picture of you in your costume tomorrow, I'll definitely appreciate it. I want to see what people were dressing up as for Halloween. So if you're dressing for Halloween, feel free to send it to me on Instagram DMs. I might see it. And with that being said, if you liked it, share with your friends, share with your family. And if you didn't, I hope you have a crappy Halloween, and I hope you get all the candy you don't want. Have a great rest of your night. See you on Thursday. Bruins win 3-2 in overtime. Zaka, you are the man. Good night.